And coming to you live from an old woman's house on a hill where my intro is quick, precise, and to the point. Go ahead.
Welcome, everyone, to this episode of
You want me to restart?
Sports. Yeah, I kind of wanted you to.
Welcome, everyone, to an old lady's house on a hill where it's quick, precise, and to the point. And Zach has pooed, and we're ready.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for joining us for this episode of Sports Allegedly. Sean, Creston, Zach, thanks for joining us. We got a lot of things to talk about. We're going to preview tonight. We're going to preview the AAC. We're going to talk about Tulsa and their conference today. We're also we're on our continued NFL preview of preseason, our predictions of how they're going to finish and records for the AFC South. NFC South. And then also, we're going to talk a little bit about baseball. We're going to talk about my...
What's in baseball, Kenny?
My news of the week, Zach's trivia,
the White Sox going downhill.
And Creston's outdoor minutes. All right, well, let's start with the obvious. That's the most local right now. Let's talk about the Big 12 and their expansion. So we got news earlier this week that Colorado... had voted to come join the Big 12.
No, Big 12 voted first, and then Colorado.
Either way,
had to do their. What would you call that?
Well, I mean, the Big 12 is going to be unanimous in voting.
They already did, but they did that before. They did that the day before.
Correct.
Because Colorado walked out of the Pac-12 press conference pissed off that there was still no television deal, and you don't know how many other teams are pissed off that there's no television deal. And so Big 12 had already voted, and all they were waiting on was Colorado to have their special meeting, is what they called it. Special athletics meeting, I think, is what they called it. And then from there, that was just it.
So they vote unanimously to bring them in. Then Colorado turns around and said, yeah, we're coming back. 13 years. They've been gone since, I think it was 2010 is when they originally
70 years in the Big 8, Big 12.
I don't remember that. I don't remember. I just went. I looked up when they left, 2010.
It was 2000. Yeah, 2010.
They're coming back. They're allegedly, per sources, they're going to get the full 31. I think it's 31 million. Close to 32 million. And Brett Yormark, the commissioner for Big 12, did sign that contract, the new TV contract, escalating every team that comes in. That price went up. It just wasn't a flat fee that they had to renegotiate every time. Every Power 5 team you bring in, the price goes up. So, question is now, obviously, Pac-12, Kaleikoff, the Pac-12 commissioner now, who's worse than the one couldn't think we could have get worse was Scott before, has bungled everything. We're talking deadlines for TV deals. They ain't met. They go to their media day, still don't have a TV deal. I mean, me and Sean were talking. They were talking about going to the CW for football games.
Yeah, CW was the only one that offered them, and it was $12 million less than the Big 12
I thought that was like Dawson's Creek, and what was that vampire show with Who's
Buffy
the Boss
or
Girl?
something?
You had Vampire Diaries.
No,
you had
was
Dawson's River Kids.
No. What was the gal from Who's the Boss?
Is it
attractive, dark-haired?
Charmed. That wasn't vampires. It was witches.
It was Charmed on CW, or was that the WB or CW or whatever the hell it is?
Buffy,
Anyway,
Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Okay,
That's
you
on
had
CW.
Buffy, and then you had the Winchester
So
brothers.
I thought So I thought about it. I don't
remember a sport ever being on there except for local Tulsa.
Well, no, you think
Every
about
CSI.
No, you think about. Okay, what does that one channel remind you of? So I was thinking about watching that when they were talking about it weeks ago. And you're sitting there going, okay, CW, what channel is that even on your cable network? Or whatever, 19 or something. But the one time we find True TV is right around March Madness because they have them random games on that you're flipping back and you see up in the screen, it's like TRU.
Oh, it's because CBS
And you're like, well, I know, but they still have deals with them.
Yeah.
So they get to show them and it's like, where the hell's that? So now we're all searching for CW because we're all wanting to watch Lincoln Riley get his ass kicked by Utah at midnight.
On a Tuesday.
On a Tuesday now. Yeah.
I ain't got time to stay awake and do
We're all
all this.
sitting there with our toothpicks in our eyes going, yeah, I think he's going to lose this one. But anyway.
We could just go get the apparatus they had in Clockwork Orange.
So what they have done is Big 12 has now said, hey, listen, we're going to 14 at the minimum. And the first conference we're going to poach.
The first girl.
Well, they've already poked the Pac-12, but poach is going to be the Pac-12 again.
I heard it might
allegedly,
I heard it might be ACC as well.
Allegedly, it's going to be Arizona first, has first dibs. That's who they're wanting because of basketball. I think Yormark's really focusing on basketball too.
Football as well. There's
well, I know, but I mean, Arizona,
their baseball teams, their softball
whatever.
team.
They're focusing on basketball with Arizona. But here's the deal: if you can get Arizona State and Utah, that would be that quad that you would get. They call it the corner states or whatever, the corner colleges.
4 corners.
Get them in, and then that gets you both Arizona schools, and then BYU with Utah. Essentially, it's already there.
And Colorado to have
well, yeah, but I mean they've already got some history here, so I didn't even count them. But I think the push there that they got Colorado is all Dion. I mean, I think that helped that. I think the AD now at Colorado, they're like, we're done. They can be rogue because they've got AD for a minute, or I mean Dion for a minute, and that's what they've done. But I mean, you're going to have more of a payout. The Big 12 looks stronger, not stronger than they were with Texas and OU, but they look the strongest that they could be without.
Don't worry, does it?
So anyway, thoughts on that?
Gundy, Texas and Oklahoma leaving. He's like, this is my division. Then you see all these teams coming in. I find that
this is not my division. Like, I'm going to fail again.
Yeah.
Poor Gundy.
Coach Sealing.
Coach Sealing.
Yeah.
Well, his recruiting is this a fingernail?
Yeah. NBA is addressing Lillard trade request.
Whoa, we're talking about.
Sorry, no, I just seen that right there. Yeah. That's a top story.
We'll talk about that in a minute. It's on the notes.
He's cutting his fingernails over here.
I wouldn't surprise him. Stop. But anyway. So anyway,
it landed in your beer.
No, it's right there on that paper. But anyway, any other thoughts on Colorado, Big 12, and fingernails?
Well, besides the Pac-12 collapsing, there is whispers.
Not yet.
There's whispers in the wind that ACC will start losing teams as well.
Well,
even with that big.
Here's the issue with the ACC, and we'll talk about next week in our preview for our fans. ACC next week. But the thing about that is that the grant of rights, they can't. There's too much money to pay out.
Yeah, they can.
No, they can't. No, they're
the payout will be
they're
more.
Signed out to 2030 something.
It's 2035.
Yeah,
but there is
a way to
get it. There's a way to get out of it.
I mean, if the other one's
especially
that's why no one's made any moves.
If they all change the name of the schools, I mean,
that's because it's easier to get them out of the Pac-12. They don't have anything.
I don't think the ACC.
It's easy to lynch the Pac-12.
ACC's not look. ACC's not. ACC is not.
I don't know what
ACC's not looking at.
What are you looking for there, Lynch?
I don't know why I said Lynch.
No, I mean it's just not. I mean, TV right deal for AAC is now they could adjust the payouts. Are we still having a separate conversation about words over here?
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Pay attention to me.
No, it's just. I mean,
it is my time to talk.
Oh no, it's just. I mean, I'm just.
Look at Kitty.
No, we're just talking about words over here. I mean, if we want a word podcast, we can be spelling bees and do some literature. That's a possibility. But anyway, yeah.
Is there stats on letters?
Yeah, there are.
Yeah. What came first? It wasn't A. Allegedly, I heard that B actually was in the running. But anyway, no.
That was dumb as shit.
I'm going to ignore that. I'll let that slide.
And
moving on.
So 14 is the goal for the Big 12, but they'll take more if it's right.
They want to go to 16.
Now the other rumor was that Oregon had talked to them a little bit, and they had a secret meeting, but I don't know if the obviously.
There's still the Big 10 that had the meeting as well with Oregon and Washington.
But I mean, do you think that makes more sense for them to go to the Big 10? Because I'm looking at Oregon and Washington. I'm looking at Oregon especially, not really Washington, but Oregon really fits a model of Texas. I mean, they try to recruit Texas. Their coach currently right now is from the South.
Cristobal.
No, it's Dan Lanning. Cristobal's at Miami. And
dumbass.
What the hell? Gotta remember these coaching changes. But anyway, what I'm saying is I think that fits their recruiting more than they would do in the Valley states, which is Ohio, Penn State, or Pennsylvania, Ohio, and all that, and Michigan. Now, will that happen? Probably not, because they're considered more northwestern schools. Would they come? But the travels, but the travel's gonna. Well, they're gonna be playing northeastern schools. So you're going coast to coast. Big 12, more centrally aligned. You're gonna have some of us out there, obviously in the West Coast, but that would be a coup to get them. I don't know how it's happened. My prediction is Arizona, Arizona State, and Utah are in. That's my prediction, and we'll see what happens because we've already got Colorado. They're going to look for another one. You bring Arizona, you might as well bring their friend, Arizona State. And then Utah makes the most sense.
Yeah.
But Utah's got some kind of...
And then the AAC becomes a Power 5 conference.
When they grab the rest.
Yeah.
Well, depending on what Washington and
Yeah, but still,
and
if
Oregon does.
even if they grab the rest, that's just... You grab Washington State, you grab...
Stanford.
You know,
California,
you become the new Power 5, and Pac-12 moves down.
Or the Pac-12 tries to get like Boise State and...
they already tried. They didn't want them.
Oh, Boise would love to be in there. Let me don't.
But Boise, yeah,
don't
Boise,
buy into that drama. They're just setting it. San Diego State, the
Pac-12
buyouts are so high. That's why San Diego State's not there.
The Pac-12 wanted to do that 10-team thing that the Big 12 had done for a while, where you make more money for the schools.
But you can't. I mean, now they're down to 9.
Nobody's giving you the deal. Nobody's giving you that deal.
The two big schools are out. Then you've got, in my opinion, you've got the next 2 big schools still in, which would be Oregon and Washington.
I'd say Oregon and
Washington.
Not really Washington.
Huh?
I don't think they're the big Arizona.
No.
Arizona's bigger than
football
Washington.
sales and when you got a pro sports town, Washington too, I guess, but they're a little different. But I think Washington. Or do you need to get on your phone some more, or you want the charger?
Searching for something over there.
Jesus Christ! It's
Yeah,
like,
anyway,
do you attack us?
We hear it, but
relax,
I
man.
mean,
Kenny's in attack mode.
no,
right now.
it's Washington is the best one in the Big 12, second best one, in my opinion.
Pac-12.
About what's left, Pac-12. Sorry, not Arizona. I would put Arizona third.
They used to
Basketball, yes. Revenue generator for
Softball?
football, no. Softball
Softball's
doesn't
huge.
generate revenue, dude.
Softball's
Even
huge.
though you loses money at softball.
Oh.
I'm just saying.
All right.
It is what it is.
So yeah, we're looking at
We're
Big
talking
12.
money, and the
We're
the
looking
TV
at
want money.
We're looking at Big 12 pack room, Big 12 backroom deals. Sorry, I looked over and saw the weed eater sitting inside the house. It's a cute spot for it.
Hadn't been used outside.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's got cobwebs.
Sorry.
I was hanging a shirt on it, but anyway. Anyway, go ahead.
Are you trying to hide the text to Hunter from us?
Oh no, probably not. Anyway, all right, let's move on. So any other
Kenneth!
thoughts? I know. I'm trying to keep it off the damn table.
What
My
is
fault,
it?
My fault. My phone.
Just stick it on the box.
So charger won't reach. So moving on. Football talk. Let's move a little bit
Football talk.
Let's move a little as we continue to talk about college Big 12. Let's move on to the AAC. We're going to do a little talk about
The new Power 5.
maybe if they get the remaining of the.
Oh, they're going to
Pac-12.
be the new Power 5.
Now we're going to talk a little bit about this. There's obviously a local school, Tulsa, is in the AAC.
To you, baby.
So different.
Go blue and gold.
Everybody do their
and red.
notes. No.
White.
Okay, so obviously.
Well, nobody wrote down that on their notes. Suck.
No, the best story that came out of the AAC last year, in my opinion, was Tulane.
Yes.
Tulane had a great season.
Amazing
and
season.
then ended up beating USC in
Huge
the
build.
What was that bowl? Was it Fiesta?
Which?
USC. Wasn't the Rose.
No, it's Cotton Bowl, wasn't it?
Shit, I don't remember. Sugar maybe. Maybe it's a Sugar. I should have looked that up.
Sure.
I just knew they beat him.
It was a bowl game.
Yeah,
it
it's
was
a
one
bowl
of the
game.
bigger bowl games.
Tulane beat Alabama.
Huh?
Tulane beat Alabama.
No.
Tulane beat USC.
Oh,
Lincoln
yeah.
Riley.
Didn't they beat Alabama too?
No.
They got real close.
They almost beat us.
But
They
anyway,
did beat K-State.
they are the front runners. They are the front runners. They do have a new defensive coordinator. Same quarterback, same running back. Returns a lot of starters. Over/under for them is 9.5. Every projection I looked at is picking them to win the AAC.
Yeah.
I got them picked number one.
Their
Yeah.
championship was plus 175
Yeah,
I
well,
got
who did?
SMU number 2.
for the opening.
Oh,
this is
ballsy.
I am.
You taking SMU where? Is Tanner Mordecai
It's
still
number
there?
2.
Yeah,
He went to
That's
Wisconsin.
who it was. It was USC.
Oh, that's right, he did.
I don't know why I
Transferred
thought it was
out.
Alabama. But yeah, I do remember there was a big
Yeah, it's
game
Cotton
there
Bowl.
that they won.
Was it Cotton?
It was Cotton Bowl.
Yeah, 16. in the
Apparently, it
Final
was a
Four.
stunner.
Yeah, so
16.
quarterback still comes back to do that, and I mean, it was a great game to watch. Finished with 12 wins. Their over/under is 9.5. Looked at their schedule. It's about, it's 9 to 10 wins. So I've got them first. Sean, what do you got?
Oh yeah, I've definitely got Tulane.
Okay, who do you got
winning.
second?
Well, for the projections, it's
Oh God. Okay.
for the projections, it's Memphis.
I'm talking about your picks. We're talking about picks right now.
I'm going to take SMU as number 2 for that.
Hang on, I'm
Okay,
working on it.
Okay.
God, you're pushing. Ask your son. He's not doing shit.
He can't even. He don't even know what the AAC is.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't pick anything.
Yeah, they've got Memphis picked second at 450, at a plus 450 with 8.5 wins. SMU is right behind them with 8 wins and at a plus 500. So I'm going to take that SMU at number 2. Were you writing all this down?
So we
What-
all have Tulane first.
What you got? You got SMU at how many wins?
I didn't pick.
The opening projection was
No
8.
idea.
What was it? How many wins?
8.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I saw that too. That's what I said. Yeah.
And their plus minus to win the championship is plus 500. So, like I said, I'm taking them at number 2. And then we've got UTSA coming in. They're actually picked really high on this list.
I got them at 3.
got them at 2.
Okay, so let me get this. So we all have Tulane.
Yes.
Okay, y'all keep talking. I'm just.
Oh yeah. And then you guys have SMU. And the reason I didn't like SMU is I'm not a Rhett Lashley fan. I know that's bad. But
June Jones is.
I'm just not. Sean, would you pull up their schedule
Yeah, I'm
too,
trying.
SMU? But good portal maybe. Defense was horrible for SMU last year. Of course, that's a Sonny Dykes. That was Sonny Dykes' team
Sonny
before
Dyke,
he
that
went
is why I said
to
June
TCU.
Jones. It's been-
Yeah, it's been a while. But they got good offense, bad defense. Quarterback's gone because he went to our former quarterback Mordecai went to Wisconsin, which I haven't seen if he's
starting or
not.
I haven't heard any news out of
No, neither.
Wisconsin.
But anyway, I don't like SMU.
So do you have 3?
No, I have
No,
them.
who do you have 3? You
I
got Tulane, UTSA.
I have Florida Atlantic 3.
What?
Tom Herman comes in, former Texas coach. I've always thought he's a good recruiter, good defensive mind, which that conference does not have a lot of. No, he was offense. I'm sorry, Tom Herman was offense. But
All right, SMU opens against La Tech. They go to Oklahoma. Then they've got Prairie View A&M. Then they have to go to TCU. Then they've got Charlotte. So it
Yeah,
looks it really looks like they're going to start with 2 losses
Yeah.
to begin with. Who's
three.
the third? Who's the
Louisiana
third?
Tech will beat him.
No, La Tech hasn't been anything in a while.
I'm pretty sure La Tech was who that Billy Napier just left and went to Florida last year.
So
Yeah,
who
but
do you
they
got
really
4?
haven't been.
Well, it's just been 1 year.
Then they've got East Carolina, Temple, then Tulsa at home, Rice, North Texas. Then they got to go to Memphis and end the season with Navy. So they're projected at 8 wins. Okay. Hello.
Yeah, no, I was looking at Louisiana Tech. No, they projected 8 wins. FAU was 7.5. So I just,
Yeah, FAU and UTSA are both projected at 7.5.
no, I've got Tulane, UTSA, FAU.
No, I'm saying
then
UTSA was
then-
projected at
then
7.5.
SMU. SMU's my 4th.
I'm taking UTSA at 3, and then I'm taking FAU at 4.
That's what I've got. So far, me and you are exactly the same.
How cute.
Look, it's wrote down. I got all mine right here. You can't say
I'm not.
I'm sorry.
I'm not arguing.
in order.
Your son's not even doing
I'm
Dickman playing on his
not-
phone.
I'm not arguing. I'm not arguing with that. I'm just
I don't
saying-
understand how every time that me and Sean have something the same, it's like, so cute.
Okay, so 5th, we'll wrap this up pretty quick. I like.
Here,
I'll
let me just go ahead and give you the championship.
No, it's the championship's going to be. You guys pick UTC. You pick Tulane
I'm
and
picking-
SMU.
I'm giving
We
you
obviously
I'm
went
giving
the
you the
opposite.
openings. I'm giving you like to gamble, you like the numbers.
No, we've talked about the numbers. We're just talking about our
Tulane's
picks
at
right
a
now.
175, Memphis is at 450, SMU's at 500, UTSA is at 650, FAU is at 850. Both of these are new guys to the conference. North Texas at 1,600, East Carolina at 2,600. You see that there's a huge separation between the top 5 and the rest of the field. Temple's at 34, UAB 34, Tulsa 34. Navy 42, USF 4,800, Rice at 6,000, and Charlotte at positive 10,000.
Well, give us your rundown. We already talked about, and the most interesting was.
Well, I got Charlotte finishing last. I'll tell you that right now.
I do too.
I do too.
And I have
Rice second to last.
I have Central Florida and then third.
I'm gonna take USF second to last.
Okay,
Anyway.
I got them third to last. So.
My only surprise is I'm going to pick Tulsa a little higher than what they have picked them. I've got Tulsa going number 6. No, sorry,
I got them 10.
7. Sorry,
I
7.
don't know why they have.
7.
I don't know why the opening
I've got
for
them
Navy
10.
was 6.5.
Okay, Crescent, write mine down real quick, and then we'll move on.
Okay.
Tulane and Texas San Antonio. Tulane's got a great team, but Texas San Antonio's returning starters. Ugh. SMU's non-conference schedule is harder. They're going to get, I think, a little beat up. I like UTSA's schedule better as far as conference too. I've got FAU 3, SMU 4, Memphis 5, ECU 6, Tulsa 7, North Texas 8, then Temple, Navy, UAB. I'm sorry. Put UAB ahead of Navy. My fault. And then Navy, then Rice, then UCF, then Charlotte. So we're all kind of close for the most part. Except I picked Tulsa higher than y'all.
Okay, I got Navy, then UAB, or UAB, then Navy, excuse me.
Yes.
And then...
No, UAB before Navy, for me.
I got that.
Okay.
Sorry. And then what was your last ones?
UCF was...
UCF.
And Charlotte, the last two. Rice
Okay.
was above UCF. Rice was, what, was that 11th? No, 12th? Was there 14? I didn't count them. Yeah, 14.
Okay. Okay, Sean, yours?
So I've got Tulane,
Yep.
SMU,
Okay.
UTSA,
Yep.
FAU, Memphis, East Carolina, then Tulsa.
You picked Tulsa higher, too.
Yeah, I did.
I love Tulsa's offense.
I think Kevin
I
Wilson,
love Tulsa's
Kevin
offense.
Wilson.
Their defense is going to struggle.
North Texas, Rice, Navy, UAB, which Trent Dilfer, I don't know how that's going to go.
Trent Dilfer, yes, first-time coach.
Temple, USF,
Charlotte also has a first-time coach.
Tulsa has a first-time coach. Well, no.
But experienced.
Experienced.
Yes.
They have a new coach, but he's
Yes.
experienced. So.
Okay, got it.
I'm just a Tom Herman fan.
You know, well, hold on.
I think
hold on,
FAU,
hold on.
I
Tom
like
Herman-
him. I thought he did well at
Hold on.
Texas.
Tom Herman versus
He's a little egomaniac.
Tom
but-
Herman versus Kevin Wilson. Remember those two went at it? When Kevin Wilson was ahead.
Well, yeah, they
when-
were
when
together.
Kevin,
They were together.
when Kevin Wilson was the offensive coordinator at OU, and he was the head coach.
I don't think they matched up at all, actually.
They never crossed over.
Because he went to Indiana for a while and then turned.
Did he go to Indiana before Tom Herman took over?
Yes.
So
yes.
Mac Brown was still there.
And I think
Because Tom Herman came in right after Mac Brown.
No.
Who came
That
in
was
after
Charlie
Mac?
Strong, I believe. I believe Charlie Strong was after Mac Brown. I could be wrong.
Yeah, I thought
He was
Herman
Florida
came
defensive
in.
coordinator.
Herman,
And then I thought
and then-
Herman was after
I thought
Charlie
Herman.
Strong.
Yes, I think we're
I think Strong
You
was
and I are
after
both
Mac.
trying-
But anyway, I don't think that they ever matched up, but both were offensive coordinators at Ohio State. Herman
Yeah.
and Wilson. But Wilson and Hartline worked together. They called the plays. And I don't think they ever matched up because Herman had left. He was at Texas for a while. And then he set out and then went back. So, but yeah, I believe Charlie Strong was after Mac. And then it was Tom Herman.
See, I thought Strong was still. I thought when Herman was at Texas, Strong was at. Wasn't he at A&M?
Keep going down because
Yeah.
it's going to be Mac and then it's going to be Strong.
All right, here's Mac Brown. Okay, so it's Strong and then Herman. I could have swore that Strong was.
Just
Sean, just don't.
no, because don't you remember?
Don't talk on the podcast because Kenny yells. Kenny likes to gloat. I was right. Look at me.
No,
I'm
that was an easy one because remember Charlie Strong went out into Florida and lost that job too, and I don't remember.
I remember. Yeah, because he took over for Jimbo. Or was that Willie? Was that Willie Taggart?
God, yeah, probably after Willie. Was that Florida? Not Atlantic. Was it Florida Atlantic? No. No way. Google that up. What was his other head coach? Yeah, Florida's defense coordinator. Then he went to Texas.
Florida and
South Florida. Okay, so different Florida. It was South Florida. Okay. That's right. Yes. Taggart might have been there.
And he's currently so Strong's currently at Alabama.
Alabama. Yeah.
Poor guy. Look at that. Conference champion, BCS national champion.
All right, so most generally we'll see.
We were pretty close.
We were pretty close.
Those. There was a few of them different.
Front.
I had Tulsa at 10.
You had them me and Sean picked them a little higher. Yeah. All right. There's our college.
We have hope.
College preview for the week. Next week on this podcast will be AAC.
ACC.
Sorry, we just AAC. ACC, a lot of A's and C's. All right, now we're going to move on to keep in line with the football. We're going to move on to the AFC. We talked about last week. We previewed last week the NFC and AFC North. And Creston, remind our listeners if they didn't listen last week's podcast. Then we talked last week. Give us a little rundown about who picked who.
Zach had Bengals, Steelers, Ravens, Browns. Sean had Bengals, Ravens, Steelers, Browns. Kenny had Browns, Ravens, Bengals. Bengals. I said Browns. I'm sorry. I said that backwards. Bengals, Ravens, Browns, Steelers. Sorry. I had Bengals, Ravens, Steelers, Browns.
So was I the only one that picked Steelers last?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And then on the
Are you okay?
But Najee Harris is excellent. He's
I like him.
He's
got a shitty line.
Then on the NFC,
Pickett's
North,
the problem there.
Everybody at the
you
table
love his
had
tiny hands.
I think
Lions,
the line. I think Pickett
Vikings,
is you're going to the show. Go ahead.
No, everybody at the table had Lions, Vikings, Packers, Bears, except Kenny. He had Lions.
He had cute time.
Bears, Packers, Vikings.
Gotcha. All right.
Kenny had his cute time.
All right, now we're going to move on to the South. AFC, let's talk about the South. We've got the Jags, Titans, Colts, and Texans.
I went ahead and pulled up everybody's possible perennial last place. I don't know if that's what you have.
No, well, for one, we'll talk about it a little bit as we talk. As we'll move on. We'll talk about one of our Vegas insiders, and that's actually the website that we looked at. Jags 9.5 wins, 7.5 for the Titans. Colts 6.5, and Texans 6.5. They actually tied. So one thing I want to talk about real quick that we talked about earlier is right before football season, we are going to lay money. We're going to do five over-unders that we liked for 5 overs, 5 unders.
We're not laying money on anything. We're just...
It's a friendly bet between us. Money. It's going to be fake money. It's not real.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. We're going to... Well, it sounds like he's counting money. No, we're actually going to go 500, 400.
That borrows some money to count people.
No, we're actually going to go, and we want to see what we would bet.
Oh, no, I've got money.
No, because I love gambling, obviously, and so we're going to
have to steal money
from
a
girlfriend.
Yeah,
we would have never guessed.
We're going to steal money from a girlfriend.
We're going to take 5. We're going to take 5 denominations. We're going to take 5 denominations.
Who's he dissing, me or you?
Both. It was both of us.
5 denominations of money, and we're going to pick the over-unders on both leagues. We're
well,
going to do college
Kenny's
and we're going to do college
number,
and...
we could just go get money from him anytime we want.
And college...
If I had a key to the safe, I could get money also.
Yeah. Well, we learned your picks last year were ass, so...
It's a new year, dude. Anyway, we didn't do over-unders, but anyway... No, this is a different game, though. I mean, that was...
It's a whole new
way. Wasn't even on the podcast last year. I just listened, and I was just like...
What picks are you talking about? Remind me.
You guys picked every week.
Yeah, it wound up
winners.
It wound up
we'll still do that.
Kenny 49 wins, Sean 51, me 64.
Here's the good thing.
Still got that handy, doesn't he?
Yeah. I always do. I'm thinking about framing this shit.
Like, I'm surprised it's not up there.
So the good thing about the AFC and NFC South, I'm just going to run this down. Their strength of schedule is at the bottom.
Yeah, because pretty much most teams, because they play each other that
the highest the Bucks have the hardest schedule out of all 8 of those teams.
That doesn't surprise me.
And it's only at number 22.
Yeah, we were low. We were a pretty easy schedule.
Yeah.
Who's got the easiest on that though?
The Falcons at number 32.
The easiest?
Yeah, 32.
Wow.
There's only 32 teams, and
Hey.
the Saints have the 31st.
Hey,
Well, that's what I was getting. That's what I was getting ready to say. Okay,
got
so
picked.
which one do you want to start
Texas
with?
have
South,
the 30. Yeah,
AFC?
we're starting with AFC South.
Well, let's go. AFC South, like I talked about, Jags 9.5. This is Vegas right now, today, at the end of July. 9.5, 7.5 for the Titans. Colts 6.5. Texans also 6.5. Creston, what do you got? Talk about it. What are you thinking? We'll be brief and we'll talk about. And then if you'd write them down, that'd be great.
Okay, I've got mine down. I've got Falcons.
No.
Hey, let's
AFC
do it.
Oh,
AFC.
AFC. Okay, sorry.
Let's do it.
I
Like
got Jags.
Let's do it like we did last time. Does everyone have Texans at the bottom?
I have Texans at the bottom.
I do not.
I don't. I'm taking the Colts at the bottom. I
So-
did pull up the Texans
Woo.
first.
That's very interesting. You put Colts at the bottom.
I don't have them at the bottom either.
I don't
Yeah,
either.
that's actually the. Why don't you say why?
Yeah,
you
why
have
don't
Colts
you?
at the bottom?
Yeah, okay.
Well, I don't have either one
I
of
have
them
the
at the
Jags.
bottom.
I know you
I
have
don't
the
either.
Titans. That's fine.
I have.
It's
I
either
have the
Titans or
Texans. Sorry.
Texans. Yeah,
Okay, so
but
we
it's
gotta
definitely not
go-
the Colts. I got the Colts second. The Colts.
Dude, the Colts are
Jonathan
garbage.
Taylor. You haven't seen Richardson play. You don't know how that's going to go. And last year
He's gonna be running for his life.
Let me finish.
Doesn't have an O-line.
Let me finish. And then last year they had Matt
Oh,
Ryan.
I'm sorry.
in
You
a-
can rub me all
in
the
a
fucking time.
whatever, a cycle of quarterbacks that was ass coaches. But the year before that, they were really good. How many wins did they have? Not last year, but the year before that.
I got the Jags number one.
And then they got
is
Matt
what you
Ryan
asked.
and thought things were going to turn
Everyone's
around
got
and be
the
like
Jags
10
number
times better, you know?
And the reason I got them number
Didn't
one
work out for 'em.
is
Yeah, it's the
Okay.
difference between Phillip Rivers and Matt Ryan.
I think the Colts are really going to bounce back this year, but not in a good, not amazing or whatever. You got them second?
I have them
I
second.
do have them.
I'm second.
I have them second.
Yeah.
Yeah, now in the
So we
futures,
we have Colts second.
in the
yeah.
futures they picked third.
Yeah, well, Colts and Texans are right. They're the same in the futures. And the Titans are only a game of a
No,
difference.
Colts and Titans are picked. Well,
No, Colts and
Okay.
Texans.
You put
So-
Titans last, though.
Yes.
That's interesting.
I don't like anything about that team.
But I mean, I'm not really disagreeing with you because, I mean, it's difficult.
There's nothing I like about that team.
Titans and Texans
Can
are
you pull
both
up the
just
Titans
like.
schedule, Sean?
So who do you
well,
have
they're doing
second?
Texans
okay, we can look at the Texans schedule. Where's it at?
right there.
Oh, where do I have them?
Where do you
Last.
have?
Oh,
so-
second to third. Sorry, third.
Okay,
Oh, no.
so who do you have second?
Colts.
Yeah, we
Okay.
all have Colts, yeah.
Okay, so we're all the same.
So our
and
schedule.
then Sean, who do you have first? Jags.
Jags. Everybody,
And who's
everybody's got
second?
Jags.
The
I've got
Texans.
the Titans. I'm taking the Titans second, and then the Tekkens,
Seconds.
and then the Colts.
That's interesting. The Colts are not going to be that bad.
I don't think so.
The way
either.
that I put this actually on my list right here,
I think they
I
ain't that good.
I looked at
either.
all the schedules.
I don't think they are
put,
either,
I
but
put
I think
Jags
they'll
at
be
12
second.
wins.
Richardson's going to run for his
I
life.
put,
What?
Stop. I put
He
the,
is a Trevor Lawrence lover, though.
I'm
I
not.
mean.
No, I just think
true.
that team's
Him and
improved.
Joe Burrow.
I think that team's improved. It'll be fine.
Oh.
I did the Colts at 7 wins. I did the Texans at 5 wins, and I did the Titans at 4 wins. I put the Titans last.
All right, well, let's
but
go-
I switched it.
Let's do-
At the
let's
last
do a
minute,
quick
I was like,
rundown. Let's do a quick
I think the
rundown.
Texans.
Well, no, just go to the beginning. Go. Let's talk real quick. Pull up the Jags.
All right, I guess we'll pull up the Jags.
We'll
I was
go-
already
because
here.
everyone's-
I was already here.
Well, no, just pick up the. I mean, everyone's going to pick the Jags as first, but I don't think. I think
Yeah, that's
12
how we should always
I
start.
think-
Start
yeah,
at the bottom.
start-
Do we all agree with the bottom?
No, we start
Okay.
at the top.
We
No, we
usually
should always start at the bottom.
We
Yeah,
always
start at the
okay.
bottom and go.
But I don't want the schedule at the bottom. I want the top schedule.
We were talking about like when we do.
Oh,
these.
pick, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so the Jags have the number 23 hardest schedule.
Because usually
Okay.
it's easier for us to have the bottom pick than it is the top. Except in this case, we all picked the Jags. Well, last week we had the bottom on each one. Oh, except for you.
I don't,
Yeah,
know,
except for
I don't
Kenny.
know what this
Yeah.
means.
I think the
He was cute timing last week.
Yeah, he really was.
I'm going to Vegas and I'm laying it all.
I think Najee Harris is going to have a 1,500-yard
Hey,
year
that
and 40
over under,
touchdowns
that
at
over
the
under,
last.
no, that over under contest. I'll mark it down right now today on this podcast. I beat you all. I promise you, I'll beat it.
All right,
Anyway, go ahead. Let's go.
so this is here's their schedule. They start out with the Colts, and then they go to the Chiefs, Texans, Falcons. They've got a 5-game road.
I see 6 wins right now. Go
They've
ahead,
got
go
a
down.
5-game road schedule just to begin the season, and then they hit Saints.
Yeah, but they
Steelers.
only have 2 hard teams, so that they're going to be 2 and 2 there.
But what I'm saying is they're on the road for 5 games, even though the Falcons are close, still.
So what'd you count for wins?
In the first 6.
Yeah.
So that's a win,
one,
loss, win,
two,
win,
3.
loss.
I got 6 and 2
4.
in the first 8 games.
Win,
6 and 2.
win.
I do. They're not.
That's probably a loss. Then you have the Niners coming to town,
That's
the
a
Titans. Texans again. They got to go to the Texans.
Get down to the Bucks.
Lost.
Bengals.
Not on the Texans. Sorry.
Browns, Ravens, and Bucks. What do you?
What's the last game?
Panthers versus and then the Titans.
Win-win.
11 wins. That's what I got. 10 to 11
I
wins.
bet 12.
Well, no, they're not.
What were they? 9 last year? 9 and 8.
9 or 10.
Well, when do they? Is that the only Bengals one that they play? Just one?
Yeah, because they play that good. They can play
Gotcha.
that conference.
Well, I was like, Joe might be out. I mean, we got to think about that now, putting Bengals at the top. Like
Well,
we did.
no,
That's
that's
four, dude.
That's,
I
yeah,
know.
that's in
I
December.
know. I fucking see that. I meant last week when we were doing the Bengals and stuff. I was like, we have to think about that.
Yeah, 10 wins
That's
at
only the beginning of the
best.
season.
You said 12, maybe 11.
Yeah, I said 12.
I think,
see
but
10 or
I'm
11.
higher on the Ravens than you guys are. So
And
I
I'm
had
not-
the Ravens
and
as a
I'm-
win, and
yo.
I actually had the Panthers as a win.
And I'm not super high
Pepper's
on
definitely
Trevor
a winner.
Lawrence either.
I mean-
I'm super high on Doug. That guy's a fucking goat.
He is. You're not high on Trevor Lawrence? Dude.
Indifferent. After he threw 4 picks and then came back, I mean, both are kind of cool, but, I mean, he still threw 4
Well, it
picks.
was the Chargers coach. Who's just
gonna
the
say,
worst
he did
coach
do
in
it against the
history.
Chargers.
Yeah,
He still
exactly.
threw 4 picks.
That guy's going to be fired. Have I marked that down yet?
That's-
That
Oh,
is
numerous
the-
times.
Hey.
Numerous times.
That shows you NFL fans at the prime. I mean, being a Jags, watching him throw the fucking 4 picks and being like, God,
No, we
this
have to
guy is
remember-
just ass or whatever. Then he comes back
Somebody
and
got
like,
10,
he's a
10 or
hero.
11 wins, roughly.
Well,
What's
you
the over-under on
have to
them?
remember that Cam.
They're 9.5.
Cam Robinson.
I'll
You
go
bet
over.
money on that?
I'll go
Well,
over.
it could be
Hold
one of
on.
your choices.
Oh, that's
we're going
money
to talk
all
that
day
later.
over.
You got to remember
Oh,
that Cam
okay.
Robinson's suspended.
TN.
I
Kirk.
kind of agree with Zach on this. I like their coach. I think their quarterback's good, but I like their
Did he just-
defense.
And what did you say it was? 9.5?
Is he going to hug you
That's
and tell
right
you that
now,
he's
yeah.
proud of
Yeah,
you?
I would go over right now.
Yeah.
I would pick
Well,
him
you can
for
pick
over.
one of those on your
Yeah, I don't know.
5
What
and
was
5,
the- what was
but
their
we're going
wins?
to push that to the end of the year.
What was their
How's
wins?
Right
that
before
work?
the
So how are
season.
we going to do that? Don't
We're-
explain on the pod. It's whatever.
Okay.
You
What was their
explain it later.
wins?
5 overs, 5 unders.
What was
5
it?
overs and
Kenny.
5 unders.
Oh, gotcha.
NFL
We have to pick
and
5
college.
teams
Through the
that's
whole year.
over and 5 teams
Do it
that's
at the
under.
beginning.
Kenny,
Okay.
what was their wins? What was their
I thought
So-
10.
so that's-
Oh, no,
11.
So-
projected. Did you not write down?
9.5.
Oh, okay.
9.5.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely over.
Yeah.
It's over.
Well,
That's
that
what
could
I
be
got.
an easy one y'all pick.
Yeah.
I wouldn't touch it. But.
So I could do 10. I could do 10.
I bet you will.
I
I bet you
You know,
will.
it's interesting though because they're playing the AFC North, which I think is going to be
Isn't-
one of the stronger. I actually think it's going to be one of the stronger. You know, I picked Pittsburgh last, but it's not because I think Pittsburgh's going to suck. I just think Pittsburgh's just not going to be 1 or 2 or 3. I think Pittsburgh's going to win 8 or 9 games.
Well, they have to play Pittsburgh and the Browns, and then there's
And the
3 people in their
Bengals.
division. Pretty ass.
Claybrook arrested
Yeah, the Bengals
again
is the hard one.
on assault charges. Wow, that guy just cannot stop hitting people.
all right, so you've got 9. Okay, so Jack. All right, who's second? Let's pick the schedule for second.
I picked Colts.
I got Colts.
Go to the Colts schedule, Sean, because I know you don't have him second.
No, I don't.
You're the one rogue guy.
Yeah, if you're the one man out, we
How,
just
how
go.
rogue am I for picking a Florida quarterback and that terrible O-line?
Allegedly, he's been doing well. Of course, you bet.
He does look good, and that's the thing. I think he's gonna have a
No,
okay year.
I ain't saying he's going to look good. I think he's just athletic, and he's going to be the most athletic quarterback they've had since Andrew Luck.
So
there's
like-
good-
so like Justin
all right.
Fields,
So
but
the
you love
Colts
that
have the
guy.
number 29 hardest schedule.
Oh, Fields is much better. I'm just telling you.
They've
What's the
had
difference?
they've got how many players
This guy
suspended for gambling?
Got his clown shoes
Doesn't
at home.
matter.
I don't understand why that doesn't
He's
matter.
had
That
plenty
does
of time
matter.
to show
There's not that
himself.
many.
He has.
There's not that many. There's not that many that makes a difference for the
They
Colts.
have a new coach. Who'd they get? They got
No, it's what's his face. It's God, I can't. What is their coach name?
we
it's-
go over this all the time.
It's
Stinkin-
it's the guy from
Philly.
yes.
Was he
Shake
off-
Shake? No, hold on.
you and I go
Hold
over
on,
this
hold
all
on,
the
hold
time.
on, hold on. Is it Stankton? Or was he the defensive coordinator?
Stinking.
I have no idea about the Colts
Steichen.
coach.
Steichen.
They went through a
Steichen,
carousel
sorry,
coach.
It's
Steichen.
Steichen.
Yeah,
I
Steichen was.
said that name wrong. Sorry.
Stinking? Yeah, you
No, I didn't say stinking, but it was
I
Close.
s-
Pretty
I
much.
said stinking.
yeah. He said stinking.
What's the over under on these guys?
Yeah, Kenny. That's easy.
Steichen. Over under on the Colts 6.5. Same as the Texans.
God, that's hard. I put them at 6 to 7. That's what I put on my notes.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
I
Well,
said
look
6
at you,
to 7.
Vegas.
I know. That's hard. I mean,
Let's
that's
look
what
at
I
their
said.
schedule.
Colts
Win
have a plus
1,
550 to win
2,
the South.
3. I got 3 wins. So no, just
What?
Two wins.
What?
2 wins. That's all they got so far. 2. That one and the
0
Rams.
wins.
Oh, 3. I'm sorry.
3. I got
3.
3.
3. I missed the Titans. 3.
They can have
It's
the
the
Browns
Browns?
as a win.
They could have the Saints as a win too. That's a rogue team.
Anyway,
That's
let's
going
go-
to
They're
lose some
close.
dumb
I'm gonna go
games.
3.
I've got
I
three
admitted
for
to the
sure.
Saints yet.
Colts and Saints are about
Patriots
the
for
same
sure
team.
4. Buccaneers
Like-
5.
What did I do?
Steelers 6. Falcons 7. No, just kidding. 6. I'm gonna go 6. Falcons could win. Raiders suck 7, and Texas 8. Oh, yeah, they're
That's
about
hard.
7. They're about 7.
That's what I
Seven
said. I
wins.
said
7
6
to
to
8.
7.
7 to 8.
Under.
But hey, I mean, if that under, yeah, put that on your list.
Yeah, I want
Love
you
it.
to.
Yeah, just add that to the little notes. But
That's,
anyway,
that's one I just wouldn't touch.
I wouldn't either.
Yeah,
I
I
wouldn't
no
either.
way.
No, I wouldn't either. But
No
I
way.
still think they're second because the rest is just shit.
Oh.
Yeah, no, because Texans Titans are ass.
Yes.
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 I got Texans and Titans both at 4.
We'll go to the Titans now. That Sean, we all have them last except Sean, and Sean's got them second. So I want to see Sean's review of their schedule, and then we'll.
Oh yeah,
talk
he's got
about
the Titans second.
Yeah, he's got.
Yeah,
Titans
please.
second.
give it-
Playoff Titans? Are we talking?
Titans
Sean-
have the number.
Titans?
Titans have
Sean,
the number
take it away.
28 Have the number 28.
Well,
hardest
them
schedule.
other guys have shit schedules too.
See these guys' schedule.
That'll be a first. Is that the opener? Titans and Colts. Interesting. Final score 6-7.
Don't talk during this.
can
I
you
just
keep
want
your
Sean
tongue?
to talk.
Yeah, I want Sean.
Just let
I'm not
Sean-
gonna say
what's the
word.
wins and what's the
He's
losses?
pulling
Go
the
through
schedule
them.
up.
I don't know. I can't find my
Right
mouse.
there. on the
Right there.
left.
I said I can't find my mouse.
All right, starting with the Saints. Go.
Let's see. That's a win. That's a loss. That's a win. That's a loss. That's a win. That's a loss. That's a win. That's a. Oh.
What the hell do you say?
Yeah, we're like,
are you
what?
looking at where your mouse is? You're not.
Sorry,
actually
are we looking
saying
at
that
the
team's
same
a winner or
thing?
Hey, I
loss, are
said
you?
don't talk. You said
Oh,
don't talk.
Yeah,
Sorry.
No, everybody was.
Well, let's talk.
All right,
We're on
all
a podcast. We got to talk
Yeah,
about it.
you're on the
So,
Steelers.
I mean, hold
You're
on.
on the Steelers.
Go up.
No,
So you-
I just want him to go through
They
these real
don't
quick.
see this though, so you're talking.
Yeah, they
you
are.
guys say the teams.
They
Say
don't
the
see
teams.
the TV.
Oh, they
Yeah,
see
they
it
are.
on it. Yeah.
I got
Okay,
it
so
on right
at
now.
Saints.
Yeah, that's a win.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, they're
I'm
sorry. they're beating the
Chargers.
Saints. That's a loss.
Agreed.
Kenny, in his
at
defense,
the Browns, that's
you
a win.
picked the Colts not to beat the Saints, but
That's cute.
Okay.
I also picked the Saints to beat this team too.
both of them. You think the Saints will be better than both?
Yes. So we'll talk about that division.
Big Derek Carr guy.
Oh, he was huge on Derek Carr last year.
Browns
That's a win.
at Browns.
Yeah, win.
Titans go to the Browns and beat them.
Yes.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
well,
they
what
did.
about Browns last? You
Oh,
did.
yeah, they
So I gotta
absolutely
understand
did.
your animosity.
Short drive.
I didn't pick the
It's
Browns
a
last.
short drive up.
We all did.
Oh, I know
That's
you
what I'm saying.
did.
You
Yeah.
did.
It's a short
Yeah,
drive
I know
up to
you guys
Kyle
are
Hogan.
Yeah, but anyway, what about Bengals?
That's a loss.
Okay, so Colts. At
That's a
Colts.
win.
Okay, so how many wins you got so far in
Just-
your mind?
Oh my God, they're like 500 right now.
So you got
So
3 and
win,
3
loss, win, loss,
'Kay.
win,
Okay.
loss, win.
against the Falcons. You think they'd be okay?
That's
Okay, and this is 500 for me. I don't know if they're going to beat the Steelers. I think that's actually going to be a loss.
At the Bucks?
Win,
Mark it
loss.
down. I'm telling you, Baker Mayfield 4 touchdowns.
I don't think he's thrown 4 touchdowns in his
Win.
career. Can someone look that up?
Oh, they beat the Panthers too.
Of course
You're
they
just
beat the
being
Panthers.
silly now.
I'm sure they're beating the Dolphins also.
No, they're losing to the Dolphins.
Are they splitting with the Colts? Because this
splitting
is
with the Colts,
okay.
and they're going to split with the Texans. They're going to lose that one.
See, personally, I think some other ones that you put in there would
Win
they
that
lose,
one.
and they would win the ones in the
And
division.
lose that one.
I counted like 3 wins, but anyway, maybe 4.
4. I
said
had 4.
I
Yeah.
put 4.
I'm glad. I am so glad because I'm so glad.
Browns
you
is
guys are high
one
on
of
the
mine
Colts.
though. As their
Was
win.
it? See,
yeah.
I didn't think so. I think they beat one of the Colts, the
Yeah.
away game. So
That's
the
what
Colts
I did. I said
won,
Colts, Browns, and
I-
then scroll down.
and I
Those
think
are all losses.
hold
Scroll
on,
down.
and keep going. I think they beat the Bucks,
I put the Bucks on there too.
That's 2.
And then a Texans one.
and then they beat the Texans. That's 3, and then I beat. Oh, who's the other one?
Texans into the season. Oh.
Maybe they only win 3. Hey, that's just
That's
me.
3.
I mean, they're bound to get lucky and win another one. So let's go 4 wins. 4 wins.
What?
So,
Stop it! Did I
Leave
do
your
that?
phone on the floor. Just
This
leave it
is
down
the
there.
year, fantasy football folks, to pick up Derrick Henry. That guy, 2,500 yards. I mean, like,
Do they have a
if he
mid-
doesn't
do they have a
break
mid-
something,
Do they have a mid-season trade that they can just trade him because he's getting traded?
yeah, I think
Because
so.
when
too.
they're like 0-8 and Sean's over there going, well, shit. Well,
I know
no,
Derrick
no.
Henry is an Alabama guy, but I will say he's a great. I mean, I hope to see him win. I hope he does go somewhere and actually win something. I mean, he's the
Who?
best. I mean, he's awesome.
Henry?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's,
Yeah, he's-
Yeah, he was the least
he's a
likely.
man
He was the
child.
least likely to come out of
Man
Alabama
child.
and do
Man
something.
child.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
He
He's
has.
huge.
Yeah, he's huge.
Oh,
He's-
Man
he's-
child, yeah.
yeah.
He had the most fumbles, and when he
Look
finally
at him
got
standing
to the
there.
NFL, he
His tits
He
are
corrected
almost.
it.
They're bigger than yours, but that's muscle.
Yours? Anyway.
Ours.
Back the fuck up. Ours.
I can't talk about myself. I got to throw someone else.
All right, so Sean's the only one that's got the Titans making a playoff run, and and so,
Playoff Titans.
And so Colts third, Texans fourth.
Yeah.
I mean, sorry, we were Texans second. I mean, sorry, Colts second. Texans third, Titans fourth.
Yeah.
What was yours?
I've got the Colts last and the Texans at number 3 in that division.
All right, we've talked enough about that.
Okay, so we've
you
all
got
got the
that
same
right down,
thing. Yeah.
but except Sean.
On to the next.
What, we're not going to look at the Texan schedule?
Who
We
gives
can,
a shit?
but I mean,
Do you care?
They're going to be second to last, right above the Titans by a game or two.
Well, I don't know. You guys just seem to shit all over the
That's
Texans.
literally what I put. Like
What's your quarterback? What's his name? Remind
Sam
me.
Mills.
Bryce.
Oh,
No.
C.J. Stroud.
No, I'm talking about. I'm gonna shit on the. I'm gonna shit on the
Titans?
Titans a little bit. What's his name?
Tannehill?
Yeah, Tannehill.
Tana Skill.
Yeah.
Tana throw
No,
5
listen,
yards a game.
They didn't fire their GM last year for shits and gigs. They didn't.
These are my words now.
No, I mean it's just they're just horrific. They're a horrible team. Tannehill, they tried to get rid of, but you look at the draft picks. You got Anton Harrison for Jacksonville. You've got Richardson and Downs, the wide receiver for the Colts, and then you've got C.J. Stroud and Will Anderson, and the linebacker Tua for the linebacker from Alabama. Everyone got better. The Titans drafted a offensive lineman from Northwestern.
Well, hell yeah.
I mean,
Are you saying because he might have been...
And then Will Levis.
He might have
is
been
Will Levis
sexually
going to play?
assaulted?
No, Will Levis
Is
isn't gonna
that
play.
what you're talking about? You talking about the Northwestern guy might have been
I
sexually
didn't mention
assaulted?
that at all. I just said he was a.
You brought it up.
I thought he was
Northwestern.
one. I thought he was graded high for offensive lineman. I didn't think he was one of the better
before we go on to
ones.
the next one.
I just wasn't.
Yeah, I raised the
think-
toilet seat so you don't piss all
I
over.
think he's going to be one of those.
He
It
just goes
just
right out
is
the
just
front
not
door.
going to be. I'm just telling you. Titans last place.
All right, so I guess we're going to skip the Texan schedule.
I mean, we can look at it real quick.
That's a loss. That's a win. That's a loss. Loss. Loss.
3 wins so far on the screen. I think they beat the Colts. I think they beat the
I
Steelers,
gotta beat the Colts.
and I think they beat
yeah.
the Bucks. And Steelers is iffy.
Oh, see? Definite win right there with the
There's
Cards.
4. There's
That was
5.
quick.
I'm just kidding. There's Titans 5. Oh shit, 6.
Oh,
Titans
no,
again.
that's
Titans again, 6. Yeah, 6 wins.
and that's definite win right there over the Colts.
So Houston's 6.5. I'd almost take the under on that because that is a pretty tough first schedule. But I mean, they're all playing about the same. So I mean, but the Titans are going to only win 4, maybe 5. So, all right. So moving on, let's move on to the NFC South.
Bottom, Creston. What you got?
I got the Buccaneers at the bottom.
All right,
Sean?
we're going straight to the Buccaneers.
Sean?
Yeah, that definite Buccaneers. Bucks are plus 700
Okay,
even
hang
fucking
on.
win.
Hold on,
We're
who do you
going
got
to
at
put
the
all
bottom?
these at the bottom.
What's your over under?
6.5 for the Bucks.
Oh,
Who do you got?
definite under.
See, man, I'm
Who'd you think is the bottom?
Well, I'm thinking
Just say
about it.
it.
I just hadn't.
Oh, you're thinking
No,
about it. You have to change?
I mean, I.
What are you thinking
the
about?
Bucks, the Bucks.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay, we all have Bucks. Moving on.
Loss.
Well, definitely listen to Bears.
Okay, wait.
Loss.
Wait, but when they play the
Lost,
Titans, what's his face
lost.
has 4 touchdowns.
Win!
So that's
You
a
gotta
win.
win over the Colts.
I got that.
That's Baker's 4
Baker's got
touchdown
4
game.
You got to win over the
Titans.
Colts.
Oh, sure.
Oh, you're going to win one Panthers game.
Yeah, definitely
Loss.
beat the Packers.
Oh, definitely Packers
Definitely win there.
win.
Yeah.
What on his 3,000
Lost,
yards
lost.
campaign?
Oh, is that the Packers though?
Yeah, definite win. Baker's used to the
Listen, I'm not going to predict it now because I still think they're in last place. But the over/under for the Bucks is 6.5. I really think
I took under.
the talent that the Bucks have on the offensive line and the wide receivers and the linebackers and the defense, I think we're going to be better than what
I
everybody
need
thinks.
you-
And it is 100%. I will say this. Baker's, I mean, this is his best chance. Like,
This is the last
what
chance.
do you have?
Probably
Yeah,
his
what do you
last
got?
chance.
More than likely, they'll finish.
And he's
above
down at the
they'll finish
Renegades with
above
Bob
the Panthers.
Stoops.
But I'm picking them last, but more than likely they'll pick above. They'll finish above Panthers. Kenny, you have to take your pewter glasses off.
No, I picked them
You're
last.
creamsicle.
I picked them
You're
last.
pewter and
I think.
I thought it was odd that you said you were thinking about it.
Well, I
It seemed
the
weird.
over. I mean, I really want to pick Carolina a smidge below them because I don't think.
So
It's
moving
not-
on,
it's
do we all have
honestly not
Panthers at
that
third?
I got third.
Does everyone have Panthers at
you know
third?
what,
Panthers at
but-
third?
Yeah, but the funny thing
Yes.
is, no.
Okay, moving on.
Here's the openers. So the Saints were at 115. The Falcons were at 250. Panthers are at 380. They put the Bucks at
Like
700
700, yeah. Is that Super Bowl or playoffs?
just to win the division.
Oh, well, no shit, they ain't winning the division.
Well, then we're all going to have this the same because obviously everybody's got Saints second and
Okay.
Falcons first.
Not me.
I got Saints second.
I'm going to go Saints first.
I got Saints second.
I got them
Saints
second.
first.
You
Who
have
do you
Saints
have?
first, too?
Whoa.
You have Saints first?
Uh-huh.
Interesting.
Okay, hang on.
I understand
But
it's
but
Desmond Ritter.
that
I
could be
get
a
it.
toss.
Now, it's tough because I love...
The bottom
I
is
said
the bottom two are a
Bijan.
toss up.
They
The
got
top two.
Pitts.
Bijan and Pitts at generational running back. I've
Oh,
already made that
God,
prediction.
shut up.
But it is. I think Bijan wins Rookie of the Year
I
for
don't think
offense.
he does.
Yeah. And the
If
Saints,
not, it's gonna be Anthony Richardson
we
for the
not-
Colts.
Can we not forget the Saints are still the
Not last
Saints?
place.
Alvin
It's
Kamara.
fucking Zay
He's going to
Flowers.
play 2 games all year, probably.
He's suspended, it looks like, for the
Oh,
first.
shit. Okay, I didn't
Yeah.
even know that.
Flowers
But I mean,
is
he
gonna
never
win it.
plays.
That's a good
Who else
point.
is it?
Zay Flowers.
Olave?
Because he's generational.
Olave is
I love
pretty
him.
good.
There's so many generations.
Who's the other receiver?
No, this year's great. I mean, I'm telling you, Bijan, and Zay Flowers, Hall of Fame.
Bijan's going to need a
I
better
mean,
line.
He's the best wide receiver on the Ravens. Zay Flowers is going to be besides Andrews. When it's all said and done. Minus injury.
Yeah, don't worry, I got it.
Minus injury.
I just want to make sure.
I mean, if they blow out their knee, and obviously, but no,
What if he beats a hooker?
But Saints,
Perrion Winfrey's already chased white girls with a gun.
Saints, Kamara's out, but Jamal Williams come over from Detroit. He's serviceable.
So, yeah, he's
He is.
serviceable. That's what he
Defense isn't bad for the Saints. It was an offensive problem. I mean,
and it's
you got
still an
Jameis.
offense problem.
Carr's
Yeah,
better than Winston. Yes or no?
Carr's way better than Winston.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So
He's
that's
not
an
going to put
improvement.
crabs in his
And
pants.
you got Olave, okay? And then
Rookie of the Year last year. If he wasn't, he should have been.
And the wild card, Taysom Hill.
Rookie of the Year, I think, was
For offensive?
not Sauce. Oh, is it defense and offense?
I mean, I don't
Yeah,
know. Olave's-
you have defense and offensive.
Yeah, I don't remember who won
Who
offensive
did
last
win
year.
offense?
Google it. But no, I like Olave and you still got Michael Thomas. I know you don't like him. He's old, but anyway. And then you got
Old. He's old. Yeah, he got old not playing.
No, but
he's
I'm-
played like.
Now I do like.
Has he played a full season?
Listen, I do like the Falcons draft picks. They're working on it. I think their coach is very
And
average.
I picked the
and
Falcons
I think their
this year,
quarterback
and it may
is
take-
way below average.
Okay.
Ritter. Who's there, Sean? It's Ritter, and who's the other guy for Atlanta?
That's interesting. It's kind of cool. They got defense and offense.
What?
The Jets did. It was their receiver and then the.
Oh, really?
Oh, Wilson.
Sauce and Wilson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So nobody was right behind it.
Is Marcus Mariota still there?
Who's the backup behind Ritter for Atlanta?
Is
I don't
Mariota
know.
still there?
That's a good question. So they said
They drafted.
Is it
did they draft a
Mariota?
QB?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I thought the
I mean,
Falcons-
I watched quarterback. He was playing for the.
I watched the draft. I thought the Falcons had a good draft. That's the reason I picked them one.
I
But
love their draft.
It may take another year or so to get them up.
I'm just
but
saying the
quarterback,
offensive,
a quarterback.
the line, even with a running back that good, the offensive line.
What'd you say to get a quarterback?
Yeah, it might take another year to get a quarterback.
But I got the Falcons first.
Yeah,
second.
Pitts' talent is literally being criminally underused out there in Atlanta. That guy will be good in 2 to 3 years.
Well,
I mean, he just needs a quarterback,
well-
or they get rid of him or something.
And then you forget about Drake London, who was, I don't like USC, but he was a good wide receiver pickup too. So, I mean,
Yeah, Drake London is good. God, I forgot about that.
but I still think the Saints are just a smidge better because of quarterback play.
Huh.
I just do. I just do.
They got Heineke.
Heineke was the other one. Yes, they signed Heineke.
Well, Tyler Algier, or whatever, however you say it, and Cordell Patterson, they're both really good running
Algier's
backs.
pretty good.
They're both
I
good.
don't know much about
Patterson's
Patterson.
They're both
You
good.
know Cordell Patterson?
I
Played for the Bears, played for the Vikings.
I don't.
He was one of the best kick returners.
Anyway, moving on.
Oh,
No, but I just think their quarterback plays worse. I think Derek Carr is the best.
Derek Carr
Derek Carr is the
is-
best
yep.
quarterback in that
In that
division.
division.
I
Yeah.
agree.
Yeah, so I picked him first. Close though.
It's close.
I think they're all within 2 games apart. You know, everyone shits on
Well,
the Bucks,
but that's what I'm saying. I got the top.
but everyone
and the
shits on the
bottom.
Bucks. But I think they're going to be
I can
right
flip
there,
the top-
7, 8
I can flip
wins,
the top and I
6,
can flip
7
the bottom.
wins.
Yeah,
And-
so I believe we all agreed we were like giving up Derek Carr for Jimmy G was interesting.
Well,
Jimmy G's better.
You really think so?
Better game manager, better arm talent, better decision making.
Okay, now
over Derek Carr.
You're really getting a little wild.
No,
there.
I think
he's been to a Super Bowl. Was Derek Carr?
Yeah.
I mean, that defense.
Whoa. Raiders versus the 49ers. I'm sorry.
Generational.
I mean, you had Brock Purdy sitting there getting ready to go to the playoffs.
There you go.
He sucks ass.
There you go.
And then you.
I'm not saying
all I'm saying.
You leave Brock Purdy's name out of your mouth.
His offensive line was great.
Carr.
His defense was great. His wide receivers are great. You've got Debo.
Yeah.
I mean, San Francisco is loaded everywhere except quarterback. So Jimmy G can walk right in there. So now he's going to the Raiders.
Carr, what we did see last year, I thought it was so weird to get rid of him, is he throws up 21 points, 28 points, you know what I mean, to 0. And his defense blows it 31 to 28, and it's just like,
they had the Chiefs,
Derek Carr
they
bullshit.
had the Chiefs beat down last year. And the Chiefs
I
come
know.
back. I mean, it's like
the defense just.
Do you not also think though that that's another? I mean, I know you guys are Bill Belichick lovers, but I mean, Josh McDaniels, what's he fucking done since Brady hadn't been doing everything for him?
Or
to
the
make
other
him look
douche
good?
at the Titans.
What, Vrabel? That was defense, dude.
Who's the head coach at the Titans?
Mike Vrabel.
Defense.
He was with Belichick, right?
Downing was
one of the best linebackers all time. Yeah.
My
point here was you hate anyone that was at the
Vrabel
Patriots
played
that
under
went
him.
together.
What does that mean? I love Vrabel. I think he's a great coach.
Patricia sucked
Hold on,
too
did
when he went to
Vrabel
Detroit.
coach under Belichick? I know that he played for him.
Did he coach? Right?
Did
Yeah,
he
he was
coach under
linebackers
him?
coach. Yeah, linebackers
Okay.
coach. Yeah.
Yeah, I know that Vrabel played
Daniels
under
or
him.
whatever. He was
Vrabel
there
was
too.
the one that had a stroke.
And Patricia.
No.
And they all
Are you
went
sure
to
he
head
didn't have a
coach.
stroke and then
Patricia
came
was
back
by
and
far
played?
the worst.
I don't know about playing. But anyway, Vrabel was linebacker. Vrabel's a great coach. Their GM sucked. Their ownership sucks. And they got a quarterback problem. They tried to get rid of Tannehill.
Yeah, they have.
All the rumors have been there.
For the last 3
where there's-
years.
Yes,
The
he
last
just
3
ain't
years
any
they've tried
good. He just ain't any good.
He's horrible.
He's
Yeah,
just
but he's gotten
serviceable.
them to a playoff.
I
The
think
defense and
win,
Derrick
too.
Henry got
Derrick
them
Henry.
there.
matter.
I was going to
Still
say
got him
Derrick
to a
Henry
playoff.
got him to the playoffs.
Now they did.
That guy's throwing for 1,000 yards when he needs to.
Did DeAndre sign with him though? Didn't they? Didn't Hopkins sign with the Titans?
Yes, he did.
Yeah. So they got one wide receiver, and I think they've got another wide receiver that's
Who's going to throw
actually
the ball
pretty
to
good.
him?
No one. That's the point. That's why I got him last.
Oh,
play.
yeah,
like
that
Fields.
drama.
Kinda like
DeAndre
Fields.
Hopkins.
Don't say that.
Kinda like
Fields
Fields.
is way more talented both throwing and running.
Bullshit. Running, he is. Throwing,
He probably is.
Garbage arm.
I'd take Tannehill throwing.
Tannehill,
Yeah,
throwing
like-
all day. Give me
I'm
that
just-
A&M
I'm
boy.
just telling
You guys got DJ Moore though for him to
get
not
ready.
throw it to.
Fields.
Oh,
Fields
well,
is
I
just
said
running
he's the
back.
next Jerry Rice. Hall of
No, I
Fame.
like DJ Moore.
Oh.
But you just
I'm just saying Fields is just a running
Oh,
back.
you mean he's going to be
That's it.
the next non-prima donna wide
So did
receiver that
so
does
did we,
well?
Did we all get our picks?
Yeah,
we
got
did.
him down. Got him.
Real quick though, DeAndre
Saints-
Hopkins
Saints.
getting all that shit
You and
on
Sean
Twitter.
got Saints, Falcons,
You guys are Falcons. Saints.
Panthers, Bucks, and we got Falcons, Saints,
Panthers,
Panthers, Bucks. Yeah.
So Bryce Young, thoughts on him? What are you picking? I mean, do
No
you think
idea.
Alabama quarterback, a little hard to develop.
He's
Defense still pretty
small.
good, though.
He's small,
Small,
though.
too.
I don't like the size issue.
Well, so is Baker.
He's gonna be like
6
two. He's gonna
And-
be
Well,
much-
what
so's
has Baker
Kenny
done?
Pickett, and so's
Took the Browns to the playoffs.
Tua. Tua's way too
First
small.
time in 20 years.
Tua's way too small. Jalen, tiny.
Jalen.
Hurts.
I think
too
Miles
tiny.
Garrett and
Hey, he had one
Jalen
good
is-
year.
the
Hey,
Steelers
he
took
had
them
one
to the
good year.
playoffs
We'll
to
see
win
what he
one.
does this year.
We'll see.
Joe
But
Burrow.
he's-
Joe
I'm
Burrow.
just telling
Hey,
you, hey,
you
but-
said he couldn't throw. He can throw.
But he's also in the Brock.
He is way better than Fields.
Hold on.
He's way better than Fields.
Well, he's got a better team around him. Come on. I mean,
I don't give a shit. You put him
Who?
on the Bears.
Who has a better
He
team?
is he's got a better arm. He's a better thrower than Fields.
I'm just telling you, Hurts.
Period.
Hurts is a lot like Purdy. You built around the best teams in the league.
Oh,
You're
boy.
going to get the benefit.
So you're saying
If
that
you put
Hurts and
Hurts-
Purdy were playing on the same team.
Different teams. Swap them.
I think it's time to get you to bed, Dad.
Shut up.
been
If you
late
swap
night.
them,
I don't.
they're
if,
going to have
if
good
they were
numbers.
both on the same team playing for
No, opposite
the
teams.
Eagles.
Opposite teams.
Okay, no.
Put them on the opposite. No, listen to what I said.
We're-
I'm not
no.
on the same team.
It's
You
the
put them
same
on the
deal.
opposite
It's the
team.
He's
same
saying
deal.
the same
If
thing.
you
You just-
play on
yeah.
the same team and they're both competing against each other
Didn't
with
say
the
that.
Eagles,
Did not say
Hurts
that.
is beating him.
I didn't
Period.
say- I didn't say that.
He's beating Fields. He's beating Purdy.
I didn't say that at all.
That's what we're saying.
You're not.
That's what I'm saying.
Listen to
That's
what
what
I'm
we're
saying.
saying.
You take Purdy and you put him on the Eagles.
We were never
And
talking
you-
about Purdy. We're talking about Fields and Hurts.
No, I'm picking teams. Listen to what I'm saying.
Somebody listen to Kenny.
Eagles have the best offensive line in the league.
Okay.
Period.
And you put Justin Fields on there, and
I didn't say Justin Fields. I said
that's what. That's stop doing
listen
that.
to what I'm
That's
saying.
we were
You're
saying.
interrupting me again.
Let him finish.
Okay.
So you're saying that Hurts
That
on the
San
49ers
Francisco-
wouldn't have taken them further than Purdy would have?
Didn't say that. Let me finish.
Okay.
Let me finish.
That the Eagles and the 49ers take the quarterback away are built about the same. They are the best two teams in the NFC. Yes or no? Okay.
Not disagreeing with
Swap the quarterbacks. Both would be in the playoffs.
Yeah.
that. Well, they were both in the playoffs this year on the same teams they're on.
But he got
I'm saying-
hurt. He got hurt.
I'm just saying.
He got hurt, so he didn't get to play.
In the
So you
championship.
can't count him. I'm saying Purdy and Hurts.
I will
Purdy
say this
got hurt.
real quick. Real quick. I will
Here's
say
the point. You put
whoever
both
has
on the
Hurts
same
has
team.
the
I'm not
higher
putting them on the
Switch
same
teams.
Like,
Which
you
doesn't
put
matter.
Hurts on
Hurts is
the
better
Niners, they're winning
than
the Super
Purdy.
Bowl.
I didn't say that.
Hurts is better
I'm not saying that.
than
We need
Fields.
a
I
Madden
agree that Hurts is
simulation.
better.
You put
I
Purdy
shit on
on-
Purdy all
We
year.
need a Madden
but
simulation.
No, I'm
You
just.
put Purdy on the
I'm just saying the teams
Eagles.
are.
They're going to make the playoffs, but they're not.
Oh, they're
But
gonna
how do you know that? Because he got hurt, he couldn't even
They're gonna win
showcase
title.
himself with the 49ers last year.
That was in the championship. He had 5 games to showcase.
He made it to the championship.
I know. He was undefeated.
That's my point. Those
Put
teams
Justin
are
Fields on
good.
either one of those teams, he's going to suck.
I didn't bring him up.
I'm saying
That's how
he's
this
going to
started.
suck.
That's how
But
this
you
You
started.
put
diverted it
C.J.
to
Stroud
Purdy.
on either one of those teams, he's going to suck. You put Tua, he might actually
Okay, now
get to the title game.
Now, see, your theories are bad because the Bears aren't anywhere close to the overall team as
I'm
the
taking the
Eagles.
quarterback. I'm
See,
taking
that-
the
that-
quarterback off.
That was kind of me and Kristen's point.
I'm
If you
taking
switch
Justin
Hurts
Fields off.
and Fields at Bears and Eagles, the Bears will be a dramatically better team where the Eagles will be worse.
Yes. Period.
So you.
I'm not saying
Hold
the
on,
Bears
hold-
are
no,
making the
hold-
playoffs or
hold-
making the
Yeah, we didn't say anything crazy like that, but they're going to be a dramatically better team. Yeah.
And the Eagles are going to be worse
but-
with Fields.
So
period.
But hey, guys, all I did was I took a realistic scenario with Purdy and Hurts.
Okay, cool. Ours was unrealistic.
Cool.
But
We
it is.
we switched 2 really good quarterbacks
Yeah.
on 2 really good teams.
Now he's over
Hey,
he's
sorry,
like, well, I want
sorry,
to
that's
switch.
not
Yeah,
realistic.
but no,
My
you
bad,
guys, no,
my
you
bad.
guys are judging Hurt, or you guys are judging Fields for
And
being
you're-
on a shitty team.
Because he sucks.
He sucks.
How do you know that he's not?
We've
on-
seen him play.
He played at Ohio State.
But you're not. But the team he plays with isn't near as good as what Hurts and Purdy play with. Yes or no?
So you take him off that team and you put him on those teams.
But you don't know because you are watching.
I do know.
You don't know this.
I do know.
You
Fun
got-
fact, the Bears and Justin Fields actually beat the 49ers last year.
I don't give a shit.
Fun fact.
I mean, that's
That was
what
the
I
best
said.
team.
No,
That's
I'm
your
just-
big
I
time
didn't
quarterback.
say that. I
was
said. I mean,
throwing you a bone.
The NFL.
Like,
the NFL. They
Don't
want
just
parity.
don't throw him a bone.
No, the NFL wants parity, so teams are going to beat
Parity?
teams. Just they do. They want parity. They would love to have everyone go 10-7.
How do you do that?
Exactly. I mean, do you think that these super teams that it just happened to be right now? There has been some super teams. I mean, not everyone wants to see Brady in the Super Bowl.
Miami this year.
Nobody wants to see
16-1.
Brady anymore.
No,
Except for you.
or
Who's
Mahomes. It's wearing people
It
out.
too.
Oh no, we
Six
like
out.
Mahomes. Mahomes. is
No,
fun.
it's because we're local, but overall, it's wearing people out. They are not wanting
Oh no,
to see
I
the
hate
team.
Mahomes and I hate his
They're
family.
just not wanting to see that every year.
But yeah, I enjoy Mahomes playing because he's fun to watch.
Well, it's
play.
the same way with Tom Brady. I mean, the first 4, we were like,
Tom
God, this
Brady's a
cocksucker
boring,
again.
stiff old
But then
man.
after you get past 5 or 6, you're kind of rooting for him because you're like, this is kind of cool. You know what I mean? See how many he can get.
Except for Matt Ryan.
But
Matt
anyway,
Ryan should have
going
the
back to
Super Bowl.
Purdy and Hurts is who I compared to, not Fields.
You can switch those on the team and they'd still do just as well.
But I don't know. We don't know how Fields will play because the team that he has is not comparable
That's
to the.
what I'm saying. Let's do a Madden simulation and see what happens.
I don't know what that means, but
yeah.
anyway. But I'm just saying they're not. The Bears are not comparable to the Eagles or the 49ers. You all said they're the
They're
best
not.
2 teams overall if you take the quarterbacks away. The Bears are not. They're not in the top 10.
We're well aware of that.
Then you can't compare.
I can because Justin Fields
We can.
is part
This
of
is
that
imaginary
team,
fantasy land, and
he's
we can do whatever the
trash.
fuck we
I'm
want.
saying, whatever.
But do you rule that fantasy land? You
No, I'm
can't
just saying-
compare what you want to
It's
compare.
Kitty's
You can only
radio.
compare
No.
these.
We-
I mean, what
we-
you're comparing
three
is dumb,
people
but I
only
compare is
compare
smart.
what I
People-
say we
Three
compare.
people agreed.
You
and
don't
one
compare
didn't.
anything.
But
Yeah,
we're all
yeah.
3 dumb.
You don't take Trevor
I
Lawrence off
didn't
the
say dumb
Jaguars.
at all. The
You
dumb
don't
word
take
did not
Trevor
get brought
Lawrence
up.
off the Jaguars
I mean, it was
and put Trevor
insinuated
Lawrence
in
on the
your
Eagles
tone.
and see how good that team is.
I mean, the eye gestures right there kind of insinuated.
No, you're comparing the Jaguars to the Eagles.
I just said you take Trevor Lawrence off the Jags and put him on the Eagles.
Now, would he win more games than putting Hurts on the Jaguars?
No, I think the Jags would do better.
Mm-hmm.
I personally do.
I do too.
Yeah.
You're down on Hurts, and I'm telling you.
Yeah, I know. I think the Jags do better.
You're an asshole.
Now, hold on. So what you just said...
He played for Alabama and lost that game against Joe Burrow, which is why I hate both of them.
No, hold on. So what you just
my
said...
heart.
No, hold on. You just said that Hurts is better than Trevor Lawrence. Is that what you're just saying right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he...
Yeah. Well, I think we all agree with that.
I do not.
Sir, I think you're the odd man out.
It might be. That might be the...
I mean, you hate touchdown Jesus until, I guess, this moment.
I'm just comparing two people.
You really did hate Trevor Lawrence
until just now.
time.
Yeah, but now, I mean...
But you were in love with him just till now.
But
you were Kenny used to call him... Kenny used to hate his surfer boy look.
I know, and this
he
guy
looks
right
like
here...
a soccer mom.
He literally turned against his own fiery passion and just threw it away because he just hates Hurts more.
He does. He
it's
really
depressing
does.
to watch.
I don't hate Hurts.
As soon as Hurts moved to OU...
Your hate of Hurts is really...
I said
hate leads to suffering.
No, I don't hate Hurts. I don't. I just think he's on the most loaded team in the NFL. That's all I'm saying.
Kenny, hate does hurt.
I think it's the best built, best coached team.
Kenny, hate
hurts.
Okay,
hate hurts.
Let me ask you this.
I don't
want to ask you.
Let me tell you this.
You won't get me one.
Okay, so we're talking about loaded teams. Okay, fair. Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
We're talking about loaded teams.
It's the Eagles.
All right, Chiefs.
Oh no.
Justin Fields on the Chiefs.
No, Mahomes makes the Chiefs.
Yes.
He's that good.
He's that good.
Mahomes is a generational quarterback. I'm sorry.
He's
just that good.
He's just number one.
You said goddamn word generational one more time. I'm going to stab you.
Well, because I'm using it in the right way. Anyway.
The teams that surround Tom Brady for all of his Super Bowls
were shit.
Tom Brady?
Oh, no.
He had immaculate teams.
Dude, he had great defense
and that's what I'm saying. Fucking.
Hold it.
Let me finish.
Go ahead.
Is that Pat Mahomes, he can actually take a team and win a Super Bowl with kind of like a subpar team. I don't think the Chiefs.
He didn't have a run game.
It wasn't really amazing this year. I mean, his team's not like fire. I mean, it's Travis Kelce. It's like cover him.
Yeah,
and nobody does. Like
he had okay wide receivers.
They got
terrible run game. Okay wide receivers.
Compared to Tom Brady and what he's had, oh my God, even his last one.
Yeah, you give me Edelman,
Evans, and
I'll take that.
Yeah, Gronk, Evans, and Godwin.
Oh yeah.
Those are the one of the two most underrated receivers. You say it all the time.
Who was there? Who plays on Tennessee?
They had Fournette as a running back.
Who played on Tennessee? Who plays on Tennessee that used to be with the the Patriots? Really good wide receiver. Now trash. I forgot his name. Just so many. Played for the Chargers for a little bit. He might be on the Chargers now.
Don't know.
I can't remember the guy's name.
No, that's what I'm saying. I mean, he had immaculate teams. He had very good teams.
Yeah, he had terrible running backs, but wide receiving core and offensive line was always built up.
Great teams and an easy division.
Okay, can I ask you a question?
Yeah,
Kenny's quiet right now.
Kenny's back. 11th in defense last year, but hey, it's all offense.
That's impressive. I mean, they won.
Go ahead.
11 out of 32.
I'm not saying a word.
No, it means that's not a good deal.
Every time I open my mouth.
Top 5 team probably.
Well, no, I mean you're acting like.
Statistically, look at every team that's won. I bet.
I don't know why I try to talk.
Go ahead, Chris. I was bringing up the defense. I mean,
here's my thing. Let me ask you a question. Answer this, Kenny. If you take Hurts, and let's just say move him to the Cowboys, bring Prescott to the Eagles, which team's better?
Okay. At that point,
No, hold on.
I'm asking Kenny.
Kenny.
Which team's better? Which team's winning?
Dick.
Well, I have a I want to do a little bit more in depth of that question you're asking.
No, we're changing quarterbacks for teams.
We're just changing quarterbacks.
Let me ask you a question.
Okay.
I want a twofold. Are you wanting to know which quarterback looks better?
No, which team's the better team, period.
Which team wins more games?
Yes. By switching the quarterback.
I would say Hurts.
Me personally, it's the Eagles again. I mean,
the Eagles.
With Prescott,
I do
personally.
too.
I do not.
That team's really good, and then I just think
the offensive line for the Cowboys isn't near what. I'm sorry, it's not near what fucking Pittsburgh. Or I'm sorry, what the Eagles is.
That is. I'm not disagreeing. with that.
And also, did we not take about the wide receiver tandems? Did we all forget about the wide receivers for Pittsburgh?
Dude, Hurts and CeeDee Lamb. That would be a great.
And who else?
fucking what's his face? Cooks.
No, what?
Cooks and Gallup.
Huh? Is that what you're drafting high in fantasy?
Gallup is.
No,
really
I said
good.
that it's going to be. This is.
If you got hurt.
This is Dak's year to show. I mean, there's two good receivers. That's a good tandem there.
He won't show. He can't.
Yeah,
he chokes.
CeeDee Lamb,
Oh, God, he's
Cooks,
looking
and
old.
Gallup is not.
No, he
bad.
makes more mistakes than Hurts. I'll give him that. I'll give
He's
him
not
that.
he's not as near as athletic on running the ball, throwing the ball, decision making.
He seems like a stressed guy. Like when it's like when the clock comes down, he really falls apart.
Dak
but he doesn't have the
Prescott
offensive line that the Eagles do.
It's
I'm
like
just saying the Eagles are
if he
better.
goes up on a game and he's like,
I'm
this team
saying.
is like 3-7, he's going to do very well. It's like he goes into this game with the mentality, he's like, easy game, I'll be fine. He plays amazing. He goes against a team that's 10-3, and it's just like he's stressed. He plays like shit. He just doesn't play good. It's like he's fucking nervous. He doesn't play well. Same with Kirk. It's the critics. He cares way too much about that shit.
Kirk Cousins,
Both of them. Him and Dak.
But we did talk about wide receivers, though. I mean, you think the wide receivers for Dallas is better than Philadelphia?
Yeah, nobody said that.
No one said that. I said we're
but
just
doesn't
switching
that make a
quarterbacks.
bet? Doesn't that
I
make
think
a difference?
CeeDee Lamb is one of the top receivers.
does
Well, I
make a
mean,
difference.
Kenny,
But
your
all I
deal-
was saying is, like,
your
you're
deal with
acting
the
like Dallas's
49ers,
receivers are shit.
Hang on,
I mean,
your deal with the
They have
49ers
one. They have one.
Your deal with
They
the
have Brandon
49ers
Cooks,
and
too. Brandon Cooks
49ers
is really
and
good,
Eagles.
too.
I mean, you can nitpick and take everything. You said 49ers and the Eagles.
The most equal team on NFC. In the
Okay,
NFC.
and
Brandon Cooks
all I
stats at the Texans with no quarterback.
all I said is if you take Prescott and move him to the Eagles and take Hurts and move him to the Cowboys.
And I said that Prescott would look better than Hurts because the Eagles are better than the Cowboys. That's all I said.
I don't think they will look as good.
Really? You think
Prescott?
So?
No.
I don't know. That one's hard for me. I kind of agree with Kenny.
Well, they're the two best wide receivers in the tandem. You got A.J. Brown and Devontae
Not
Smith.
according to him, the best two wide receivers are on the Bengals.
No, I disagree with
Or
that
the
either.
Dolphins. It's one of them.
They're the fastest. I still go Eagles number one on wide
I
receiver.
didn't Tyreek
You
Hill
really
beat
would.
a
You
bitch
would
the other
go
day?
Eagles number one.
I do. I like Hill for speed, but Waddle.
What about Kelsey and Juju?
Didn't
He's
Tyreek Hill
practically
just
a
get in
receiver.
trouble again?
That's a tight end, but hey, the Eagles
I
don't
said
have any
he's
tight ends,
practically a
do they?
receiver.
But does the tight end have a good tight end? They sure the fuck
Does the
do.
tight end have a good tight end? I don't know.
Or the Eagles?
I don't
is
know.
what
I
said.
haven't looked at his tight end.
I haven't looked at the tight end stats, actually.
Oh, now we're just getting into just stupid shit. But anyway, no, I think that the
Just
Eagles,
don't disagree with Kenny.
No,
always agree.
No, I'm just saying. I just Hurts has got a setup.
You
made
Hurts.
team.
We get it. You
You
Hurts.
don't like Hurts at all.
It's not what I'm saying. It's just he's set up with the perfect team. It's great that he's doing well. It helps OU recruiting, kinda.
You really
and
get upset when you get called
so
out on the
whatever,
Hurts hate.
huh?
You really get upset when you get called out on the Hurts hate.
When Hurts went to OU, Kenny's like, "Oh, we're gonna have a losing season. It's gonna be horrible." Hurts. Oh God, yeah.
Well, we didn't win anything big, did we?
Wait, it took playoffs?
Did we win anything big with Mayfield or Murray?
I think we made the playoffs. Did we make it with Hurts?
Yes, we did.
Oh. Did we get beat worse than anybody? That was the LSU loss, wasn't it?
That was,
By Burrow.
that was Joe Burrow.
Smoking Joe.
Smoking Joe Burrow.
No, I. It's not that I hate Hurts. It's just the Eagles are a made team. That Hurts got the second highest contract in NFL history for quarterbacks after one good year. Does
that hurt you?
No, it's great that he got it. It's just I'm not buying it. I'm just not buying it yet.
But you're all aboard on Fields. That's what I don't understand.
I didn't say that either. I said he's going to be better. I like the schedule. I like the talent around him, and I like his running ability. I'm just saying I just picked him second. I think that whole division is shit. You guys think that I mean the NFC South is better than the NFC North overall?
That's not true.
Well, how do you figure?
I don't.
You're only banking on the Lions to do something great.
Okay,
and they haven't done something great ever.
I'm sorry. What did you?
I said the NFC
They
South.
made it to the 1991
I said the
NFC
South
title game
overall
against Troy Aikman.
is better than the NFC North team.
Rodney Peete was
opinion.
the quarterback.
I think the
So
the Vikings are down.
The Falcons, Saints, Panthers, and Bucks are better than the Lions, Vikings, Packers, and Bears.
Yes.
Nope. I disagree with you.
We'll see. I mean, the only team that everyone's banking on is whoever picked the Lions first. You
have a division in the South that everyone loses in and comes out with barely a winning record, or they're at 500.
But they're playing each other. So what does that mean for the North? Does that mean just because one wins more and the other ones suck? Does that mean they're just so much better?
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Well, okay, whatever. I mean,
because you win more, that means you're better.
no, I mean, I think the Lions overall, out of all those, are the best.
You win
then
more, you're better.
But I think when you go number 2 could be the Saints, number 3 could be the Falcons, number 4 could be
You say the
maybe
Buccaneers, I'll slap
the Bears, and then maybe 4, 5, or 6 will be like the Carolina and the Bucks. I mean, do you think the Bucks are worse than the Packers?
Yes.
Yeah, I kind of do. I'm sorry.
I don't. I don't.
And so,
I kind of do. It's close. It's a toss-up.
I can't do it.
Okay, it's a toss-up.
Can't do it
Okay.
because I hate the Packers.
But I mean,
I know I hate the Packers.
I want them to lose.
But I mean,
want them to
I don't.
perpetuate-
Did I even pick the Packers last?
Yeah, I think you did. Are you that
No,
or
I picked the Vikings last, and they're the worst overall.
Calm down.
I'm just saying.
Calm
I'm just
your
saying.
tits
I think that overall that division, while they play each other, I think the NFC North shit.
All right, so
we got an
we
Obviously, you
discussed-
guys fucking love Jalen Hurts, and apparently I hate him, which is not true at all. I'm just saying that the teams. I didn't say that
You
either.
do love Justin Fields.
really
I
do like
don't.
Justin
I
Fields.
just think he's going to be better this year. I didn't like him last
That's
year.
not what the T-shirts say.
No, I'm just saying
It
he's going to
says
be
Kenny hates
He's
Jalen
just
Hurts.
gonna be
Kenny
no,
loves Justin
no,
Fields.
No, I think that you look at 3 teams in the
Guess
league,
what
and they're the
t-shirt's
best.
coming?
They're the best built teams. 4 is iffy, but you've got the Chiefs number 1. No, actually, don't. You have the Eagles number 1, 49ers number 2, Chiefs number 3, and the Bills would be my 4th built right teams. Bills need a running back. They got problems there.
the Bengals are up there.
They'd be
I
number.
think the
that's-
Cowboys
that's
are up
fair.
there.
Cowboys ain't any good. I'm just telling. There's a lot of holes. They got 1 good wide receiver.
They
Hold on. They got 2 good offensive linemen, not 5 like the Eagles got. Who's the other wide receiver? Their tight end is average.
Holy shit.
No, they're average.
Yeah,
Their-
no kidding.
Their
Holy
quarterback.
shit. Come back, Zach.
No,
so
hold on.
You can take the abuse.
Well, no. I mean, he's putting the Cowboys built one of the top 5 teams. And that's just not true. I mean, their defense has some talent, but it's so sporadic. They have like 1 good linebacker, 1 good defensive back, 1 good lineman. It's not a group. It's just not. You've got the Martin kid on the offensive line, and you got the tackle. But then they played Tulsa's tackle last year. He sucks. They picked him in the first round, but he ain't any good.
So who's the 5th best team then?
I'm gonna put the Cowboys in, but I said top 4. But anyway, no, I'm just kidding. I'm just fucking.
See,
No,
fuck.
I don't know how to
What I say, you're gonna-
I'd have to look at the schedule. I didn't put them up there high.
God damn.
Um,
Do you see what I'm saying, Sean?
I would put the Bengals over the Cowboys.
Hold on, Turpin wasn't that bad last year. And he's number 4. I would put him at number 4 wide receiver. I said he didn't do that bad. I didn't say
It's
that he was
because
amazing.
they're all focusing on CD. They have no one else. You're looking at the Eagles. They got
Cooks
A.J.
and
Brown and Devontae
Gallup
Smith.
was good.
And they got, is it Goddard? Who's the tight end, Zach?
Goddard.
Is it Goddard still?
Yeah, something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, they traded the other guy because, well, whatever. He wasn't as good. So, I mean, Tyler, the Smith kid,
Smith.
Zach Martin's actually good, but the other
These
people,
are linemen.
He just gets
that's
so
what I'm saying.
loud.
They're just trash. They're just very average.
I was talking about wide receivers here. I was just
He's
looking
at the
at
point where
Also
everyone disagreed
average.
with him, so now he's got to scream
Scream
at
at
him.
him, Mike.
He's in a corner and he's got to
They're
scream.
not good. I do like Pollard, though. I do like him.
The
think
Cowboys,
I
the
like
Cowboys,
Pollard. I
which
like-
you agreed with me too, but I guess you changed your mind tonight. It really is their year this year. If they're going to do something, I mean,
I've never said that.
I said no.
They're
I
not
said
built.
this is their
That's our
year to
last
do
chance.
something.
It's our
Yes,
la-
that's what I'm
it's
saying.
the
Yeah,
last
and you
year.
agreed. I
Before
mean,
you get a new coach.
Oh,
and
well,
a
yeah,
new
but they're really
quarterback.
not that talented either. I mean, they're just not. They're
I
not
mean,
built. Okay.
this year, if Dak plays like he's supposed to play,
Hold on.
Pollard has a.
He won't
fucking-
play like
I
he's
know.
supposed to
So
play.
Pollard has a
You
15
can take
yard-
their backup
Cooks
quarterback
is
when he
gonna
breaks
do
his
amazing.
thumb
No,
and he wins
now
more
take-
games
now take-
than Prescott.
now take,
Period.
Take the quarterback out of the equation. You
Who's their
think
tight end? Oh yeah, fucking what's
you-
his face? He's not that good.
the Schultz or whoever.
Yeah.
But anyway, no, I think he left actually.
left.
Yeah,
Yeah, Schultz
it's
left. Schultz is in
it's a nobody.
Baltimore now,
But
isn't he?
anyway, no, he's not Baltimore.
Schultz
he went to
wasn't that
Atlanta,
good.
maybe.
Maybe it's Atlanta.
I don't remember.
With
But
Kyle
anyway.
Pitts? No, he's not there.
No, then we're anyway. Doesn't matter. He's not. So you take a quarterback out of the equation. Name your top 5 built teams right now minus quarterback.
But that's not what we were talking
Oh,
about.
I get what you're
Quarterback.
saying.
That
Yeah,
was the
I don't know if I put
conversation.
the
Was
Cowboys in there,
quarterbacks and
probably not.
swapping them. It wasn't teams. It was quarterbacks.
No, we swapped 2 teams, and I said if
Oh,
Purdy
Ferguson's
and Hurts swapped,
Ferguson's number
they'd
one,
have
yeah.
about the same record.
Minus quarterback, put your best built teams.
Because I think the teams around Purdy and Hurts are good.
Miami, San Francisco, fucking.
But shouldn't you be able to
the one
take
that
any
we just
quarterback
picked.
and just plug and play with those offenses?
That was my.
and
That
they
was
still
my.
beat-
That was
good.
my pick too. I said Purdy and Hurts would be about the same.
But you can't
But
take
then-
Dak.
I just would never
you
say
can't
that.
take.
If you-
I mean, of
but
course,
if
you
you
put
plug it- if
Mahomes
you-
at the Eagles or put Mahomes at the 49ers.
Fields,
They'll never
in,
lose a game.
You plug Fields
They're the
in,
Dolphins at
not that
72 or
good. It's
whatever.
like plugging in Trey Lance.
I'm just saying.
If you put
Oh.
Fields in, it's like plugging in
I got
Trey
some
Lance.
trivia for you guys.
No, my
We're not on trivia.
my
Let's break the tension.
That's no trivia.
What I was
There's
saying
no
was,
tension.
is
I'm
we
just-
were talking
There's
about
no
quarterbacks
tension. He
and
just
swapping
screams.
them around.
All right,
So
all
I
right. He
just-
doesn't,
I
he
think
doesn't
that-
have an outdoor. What do you have?
I think
do you want to go before the trivia or after?
no. I'll go real fast and he.
My
can do the
trivia
tri-
is super easy too.
All right. So Kenny's music starts playing.
I got 3 of
Everybody
them.
just
Stat
Take a-
time
take
in
a- take a breather.
Statland. Hey, you motherfuckers! We're here today to listen to me talk.
So anyway,
No, it's okay. You've done
that was
enough
the
of that the
intro.
last 30 minutes. We're good.
no, going back.
Missed
to,
that.
go-
That
going
was the
back,
intro.
Going back to my original that comparing teams without quarterbacks, I still think I'm right on the
Just
Eagles. And
move
49ers.
on.
You think
I
you're,
don't have a lot
think
of-
you're right on the table that your wife picked tonight.
I don't.
You
think-
didn't even
I
know
don't-
what table
no,
she picked.
I don't have a lot of. I mean, I
It
don't,
was the
Moving
scratched
on.
up table or a
no
gray
shit.
table.
I mean, my minute gets wound out by snoring and loud talking. Exactly. So anyway, can you? I have a stat for you, Zach. Can you name? I got something to ask you. Percentage. This is a stat. Baseball attendance
My
has
nose
been
looks
up
huge
X
on the
amount of
camera.
percentage this year, and it's the biggest increase since what year in baseball?
what?
Oh God.
What?
92.
Attendance in baseball has been up the most it's been since 1 year in baseball.
2001, 2002.
And what would that be? What would be the reason that attendance was up
9/11.
there? Okay. What do you got?
What for the attendance being increased this year?
Yeah. No, this attendance is the highest increase in baseball history.
That's just my guess.
Since the last time in
You
whatever
said
years
10
this
years,
is.
except for 1 year.
Okay, let me back up.
Yeah, yeah.
Listen, no, just this year, attendance has been the highest it's been since what year in baseball?
2017.
And what would be the reason why in 2017?
Controversy.
What controversy?
The pitching and batting controversy.
It would be McGuire-Sosa year.
Nailed it. That's been the high. This year has
Who
been
nailed
the
it?
Sucking
Preston.
that.
It'd been McGuire and Cut.
I said an answer.
God, why
My
don't you
answers
just
are
get
not
on
always
over-
wrong. Don't
Why
take
don't
his
you just
side.
get on
Every
over
time
to
I
Kenny?
speak.
Ooh, I love Kenny.
What was
Ooh,
it?
Kenny
Why?
loves
Why?
Creston.
Huh?
Why? What year was
Because
that?
the home run.
Because all the home-
No, I
home
get that.
runs.
What was the year though?
98. I believe it was 98.
Was
That's
it
fucking
98?
close.
That long?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I said 9/11. I figured a lot of people are going out
Wow.
to the ballpark eating hot dogs,
Racist.
being nationalists. I mean, that's kind
Nationalist?
That's kind of what happened after 9/11.
9% increase this year in attendance for baseball, which is pretty impressive for a sport that's kind of boring as fuck. But anyway,
They're actually. We went to the game. We went
It's
live.
hang
It's
on,
fun
Here's
as
the
hell.
deal. It's not that.
live it is good.
Okay,
it's more fun
it's
live
not
than on
that.
TV.
It wouldn't be that
Yeah.
boring if they didn't play 4,000 games in a season.
Yeah,
Let's
but
cut
don't.
it back.
No, but hold on. They sped it up this year, so most games on average have been 30 to 45
it
minutes less.
still doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
they're only running.
Well, that's
you,
huge.
They're only
People
running. They're
don't
only
water
running
down the
2.5
market
hours.
because the games don't count as much as if you play.
The game you go to does not matter. The game you guys went to doesn't matter.
doesn't count.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
How do we know that's not the swing game for them making the
that's kinda-
playoffs?
they're
It
both
could
in the
potentially.
AL.
You might get lucky, but you didn't know it at the time, and that makes it more fun when you know it at the time when you're going to the game.
Well, Kenny's
Well,
not
yeah,
wearing-
then interest in that would go up.
Kenny
at the
never-
That's
moment.
the reason football.
Yeah.
Kenny's not
interest
even
is so
wearing
high.
his Father's
They play
Day
in
NFL's
outlets.
fun.
Yeah.
You pick one random game in the NFL. Each game matters. It matters somehow.
It matters.
So is
Each game.
that an NBA problem then?
It is. It is.
Oh, NBA
They water down
NBA
and
has a
too.
flop problem.
Hockey, they don't even do. They play like half speed until the playoffs.
So you all talk about,
Like,
but you all talk about that. It's kind of ironic because that was another thing I
they're
wanted to bring
literally
up.
just working out and just half
You
speed
look
the whole
at-
time.
no, hold
like
on.
getting ready for the
No,
playoffs.
hockey matters. You fight. You get to punch people. You.
Oh, they fight in the regular season because that's
Yeah.
why people are there. They're like,
Yeah.
gotta give these people a fucking show. Like,
You get to showcase.
Okay, so what were you saying, Kenny?
Well, the irony of what you just said there was bringing up to another point that I was going to talk about was basketball. So you got 82 games, and was it 82 or
83.
84 or
It's
83? And same in hockey
82,
too.
yeah.
Okay, because I know basketball's 82. So have you seen the numbers that coming out for basketball salaries that have increased versus running backs? So that was the irony I was going to bring up was we talk about.
Oh,
you
everybody
said,
getting max
You said
contract.
basketball has more games, so it waters down the sport. Yet players who are backup shooting guards or point guards that really don't have to score but 8 to 10 points a game are making more than running backs right now on average.
Yeah.
So those guys are
also,
making anywhere from
also
12
look
to
at
16.
physicality
So-
and how long you can stay in the league.
Yeah, but they got more games, but all they do is run up and down, so you ain't got the
I understand. I completely
yeah.
understand.
So that
and you can flop.
but that kind of brings up the point that basketball's not dying. Those players are making the most. Well, baseball's making the most because there's no salary cap, and basketball's second. So you've got people making less money in what you all consider, well, not hockey, they're the last, but in the third most popular sport in the nation is football.
You want to restart this argument?
Well, anyway, I broke
So
it down.
you're telling me that football is the third most popular?
Money.
Money-wise.
Money.
Money by pay. By pay.
Money.
I'm not talking. Baseball has no salary cap. Yes.
That's what I'm saying. So you got the two. You guys say it's the two most unpopular. Well, hockey's whatever.
I love
It's
the
the
salary.
most,
we weren't talking about hockey. We were talking about
but the three major sports. Hockey's,
football. Oh, you're putting hockey. No,
No,
wait a
I
minute.
won't- I
Our
won't- no.
argument was the four most popular
All right, let's
sports,
just-
and hockey wasn't in your four.
Wasn't even talking about
so-
because I was
I
going to
love
go
salary
college.
cap.
And,
Can you imagine?
well,
it?
hell, I think. Hey, listen, I think that
Can you
college
imagine-
football
You're
players
saying
make more than
more
hockey
games-
players right now.
Shut up.
I'll
Can
put
you-
that down.
Can you imagine an NFL world where there was no salary cap and Jerry Jones just winning a championship after championship?
He wouldn't win.
That was
He
the
won't-
90s, wasn't
He's
it?
already proved that he's done that. The last time they won, there was no salary cap.
But
That's
he
why he
also
won
had-
three in the
hey,
90s.
and-
They
hey,
put a
he
salary
also had
cap
a
in, he
great
hasn't done
coach at that
shit.
point. I hated the man, but I loved his coaching.
But anyway, going back to my
Because
was that basketball players
what's his
and
best
baseball
game,
players are making more money than football players.
Yeah, they play,
and doing less.
they
less
play
work.
more games. I mean, oh, you're talking about the backups and shit like that.
I'm just talking about in general,
In
but
general.
it's not. But it's not the most popular. Football's the most popular, and still the players are making less money.
And
You
you got to
understand,
remember,
like, it
you got to
does-
remember
it-
the NBA is also footing the bill for the WNBA.
It does also suck having to travel every night, new place, all the time, always gone, blah, blah, blah. I mean, you play 3 home games in a row, you're home with your family all week long.
That's why you don't have a family.
No, I'm saying
I would
like in
be-
the
I'd be
NFL,
amazing.
you have 3 home games, you're with your family all week long, and you just go one day.
That'd be
when
I
you
amazing.
play.
suck at basketball.
Trying to say you do
but
your
I'm
practice through the
amazing
week, but
because
I mean,
don't have a
like-
family.
I'm
So what
amazing
you're
at travel without a family.
well, and that goes back to what you're saying. And of course, there's
You're
obviously
gone a lot
There's
more.
obviously
in
a lot,
MLB, I mean, you're gone a lot.
there's obviously a lot more football players on the team, so they've got to spread that wealth out. But the popularity between NFL and the other two sports seems a bit ironic that the running backs, who generally are the biggest bruisers on the team, are making the least amount of money. You've got guards
Every play-
making more
every
money.
play-
You've got guards making
You know,
more money than
it's
running
because they're
backs.
gamble. It's
okay,
up to
you
them,
want
I
to
mean.
you want to bring that up, and you
I mean, it is.
you need to take into account that you've had players like Ezekiel Elliott that get those huge contracts that all of a sudden stop producing because we all knew in the beginning you're going to give him all this money, and he's just going to be turned to trash because he was already trash in the beginning.
Yeah,
You just-
quarterbacks do that too. Watch Hurts this year.
Dak's done it. Dak was really good when he
That
started.
was a little agree
got
with
the
Kenny
huge
moment.
contract, and
It's kind of true.
Best
though.
offensive line.
I mean he still made it to the
NFL.
playoffs, but
So it helps them.
his decision making when it comes down to those crucial moments, horrible. What do you think's going to happen to Joe Burrow when he gets that
Four
that
Super
max,
Bowls.
that
according
max
to him.
contract?
Joe Burrow will win a Super Bowl.
Is Patrick
Not with the Bengals.
Mahomes?
That was my bet.
Patrick Mahomes, is he finally out of his?
No, he's just started
He's-
one. He's got the most quarterback friendly. I mean, he's the
But-
lower.
but-
he's
but-
lower than Hurts, Herbert.
Stop,
I mean, all
stop,
these
stop.
people.
You don't have to yell.
I'm just telling
But
you.
I'm saying, is he
just-
still
he
in
just
his
signed
rookie
it in?
contract?
No,
He's
he signed it.
What do you
he's
say about
finally out of
Hurts?
it. He's
Who we
finally
talking-
out of it.
Who you mentioned?
Okay, there
Mahomes
again.
is paid less.
There again. You look.
Yeah, because he
it's,
took a note out of Brady's
Mahomes
playbook.
is kind of like
Get
Brady.
paid less, win more.
One of the
Decision
best.
making.
No,
And-
but
and
one of
when
the
you- but
best.
what they don't
Take
get, these
less
people don't
money
get when
to
you
build
win
a team
more.
around you so you can win more of these.
I think
But
Patrick,
also what they
Patrick
don't-
Mahomes
but-
is what Boomer Esiason
Why that
should
is
have
smart
been,
too
with
is
the
when you
sidearm
win more.
little flips.
All the ads, commercials, and shit you get for
I'm
having
not.
those
I'm not
rings.
disagreeing with you. I'm
I
just.
know. I'm agreeing with you. That's
I'm
what
on
I'm
the
saying.
same
All-
page.
all
That's what I'm
I'm
saying.
saying-
You take
all
that
I'm
pay
saying
cut and you
is-
win more. The
Yeah.
ad
And Hurts
revenue
gets on
that
a
you
commercial.
get.
He's like, "I ain't got much to say about that."
And that's totally fine. I would actually
just
prove
playing real well, and I've got my deodorant on.
he hasn't
hates
done any
Hurts.
candles.
I know.
I mean, it doesn't
I don't
matter.
know why you brought Hurts.
Zero
up.
personality, but anyway.
I don't know why you
for
brought
ads.
Hurts.
I'm
up.
just letting
have
you know.
I have not seen a Jalen Hurts commercial.
Me
You
either.
won't, because he has zero
And
personality.
That's why he-
fine.
that's
And
why he took
and that's
the
what I
big
love.
pay at
That's-
the beginning.
That's fine.
That's why
And
Mahomes
you
says-
watch, in the next few years, that team will falter.
I feel like Gronk
He's
did
not.
the
He's
same
definitely
thing,
not
didn't
Troy
he?
Polamalu. I can watch those commercials all day. For the soup, for the hair, Doesn't matter.
Campbell's. What are we doing?
It doesn't matter. Troy Polamalu.
Campbell's and what's the
McVay.
Pantene.
No,
the Dan Schultz
shampoo.
What
Begins with a
did
D.
He did
the
Head
one
and
with
Shoulders.
McVay?
didn't he?
Head and Shoulders.
Head and
That's what it
Shoulders,
was.
You
yeah.
see the one with McVay? Coach for the Rams?
Oh, he did.
He has a
commercials.
Campbell's commercial where he's
Of
like,
course
"This is
he
what I
does.
feed everyone or whatever." I'm just like,
Well, I
"How
mean,
does this
it's-
guy get a
Yeah,
commercial?"
you look at Baker. Baker does the insurance
Every
commercial,
commercial.
and it's like
Hadn't had much lately, though.
lost his house. I'm
Yeah.
gonna say
Yeah.
lost the house.
Yeah, but did take him to the playoffs, so.
Did he really did? Shouldn't have played that year injured.
But no, my whole point is you've got the NFL is the most popular sport, and I know you have other. You've got to add extra.
But the
I mean,
pay-
they got 50
Most
60
popular, but the pay is toward the bottom.
Yeah, and you've got people in the NBA I've never heard of making 4 years, $40 million.
Okay, well,
Daniel Jones. That's a funny. Actually, I wanted to bring that up.
Here.
Daniel Jones last year signed a 4-year, $40 million contract.
He's the
Saquon Barkley
future-
gets $12 million.
He's the future of New York.
Well,
Isn't
Saquon,
that
I
what
don't
they
think he's
said?
played a full year except for this year.
Isn't that what they said? Didn't he say that?
And
he's the
Daniel
future?
Jones has sucked every year he's played except
Remember
this
Who,
year.
who would you pay
Daniel
more,
Jones
Christian
saw
McCaffrey
ghosts.
or fucking Jimmy G?
Don't you remember Daniel Jones saw Ghost and fell down on an open field tackle of his
I
own?
just stopped playing average fucking people above average money.
Yeah, I agree.
That's all I do.
Kenny, you
Daniel
get
Jones, here, you're going to make $15 million a year. You don't like it?
Kenny.
We'll sign Jimmy G for 16. He's better than you, iffy, but you're about the same.
Kenny.
Tannehill's
He's better.
Kenny!
He's better.
Look at where the
I
money.
might take Tannehill over Jones.
Look at
but
where
anyway.
the money's coming from.
That's
But
interesting.
MLB
That's possible. I might
and
too.
NBA both have money coming from the outside. They've got G League, they've got International League because they still make money off.
That's why the NFL's going out there. I know.
That's why
understand
they,
that.
that's why they're trying,
Understand that.
and that's why they should. That's why they should envelop the
It's
USFL
just- it's
and
interesting
XFL
to-
and use them as sub
I'm
league
just saying this,
to make
the
money.
dynamic of
And
NBA
go get
players
the-
of what they're making that do nothing for the team.
I get it. I totally get
and
it.
you've
I-
got
I
running
totally
backs
get it.
and other players that are kicking their ass and getting their heads beat in, and they're making nothing. Now, like Zach said, it's a sport you choose. I totally understand that, but I'm saying in reality,
Hey,
what'd you say then? You
I
not
didn't
choose
say
to
it
play
was-
running back? You just said that earlier.
No, I meant like to play.
You choose
for
to
who
play
you-
running back.
Yeah,
hey,
for who
can
you
you
want
tell me? Can you
I
tell
think
me
so.
what what the payout is for
So you-
playing cornhole?
I don't know.
A big
You've
trophy.
got a big
Bigger
trophy.
than a softball trophy. That's all I'm saying.
For sure. Yes. Yes. For sure.
I mean, you got a huge trophy.
Yeah.
Come
But
on.
But no,
let me know.
I'm just saying it's interesting that the most popular sport can't pay their players like other teams are doing
because
right
they
now.
don't have all that outside money.
It's a
coming
fucking
in.
running back, dude. It's like, hey, Saquon, you want to leave? Cool, leave. We'll sign Ezekiel Elliott.
And that's what
No,
that's what
no,
the league's
but-
become.
but here's the-
unfortunately
But do you
that's
think
what
Saquon's
that's
better?
what the
Guess
league.
what?
No.
I do too, but
Stop. That's
Saquon
what the
doesn't
league's
play a full
become.
year.
They've
Ezekiel
become
does.
for running backs is that's fine. I've got you for 5 years. After 5 years, you
Ezekiel
can
fucked.
fuck right
made a
off.
block.
I'm going to sign you on
That's
your
the
rookie
problem.
contract.
He's
You,
good.
I'm going
He's
to
not
get
bad.
somebody else.
He's really not.
well,
He's
no,
fucking
and that's what I'm
lazy
saying
guy,
is,
doesn't
and rookie contracts now
he? Got a
used
big
to be.
contract. He's
He
like,
half-assed.
Sam Bradford was the last first-round pick to make
'Cause
60
he was
something
overpaid.
million
Yeah, he was-
guaranteed for 7 years, and the NFL went, "Wow, this money's fucking too stupid for someone that's not played." I totally agree with that. But here's the deal: you get him for the first 4 or 5 year rookie deal for cheap, run the shit out of him,
Yeah.
running backs, and they're like, "Well, you're toast now, so see ya."
But that's what they do. But then
DeMarco
that's-
Murray's a prime example.
and they're just going to bring another guy in.
Dallas ran these shit out of that guy.
DeMarco Murray never should have left Dallas.
But
They didn't want to
they,
pay
ran,
him.
they didn't want to pay him. They
No,
ran
I
the shit
know,
out of
I
him.
know. more money.
So he went to
Paid him
Philly, and
system-
guess how much he did in Philly?
But the system that he
was
went
toast.
to was even
done.
shittier.
Got hurt,
You know, he
yeah.
should have
He's
stayed.
just done though. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was a shit team then.
Shit, yeah.
yeah.
Because what he was promised
And he
was,
had the
Was
benefit.
it a shit team?
yeah.
The Eagles?
The Eagles.
When
Oh,
did he
yeah.
get Citrix?
Yeah,
I
they're
think they
Chip
won the
Kelly.
Super Bowl around there.
No, that was Chip Kelly. Peterson had won. They brought in Chip Kelly. Chip Kelly.
Yeah, Google that up because no. I want to say that
Because it was Peterson.
I want to say that DeMarco and maybe
Peterson?
Bradford played about the same time.
They did. They played together.
close
They were on
at
the
the
no.
Eagles.
They were on the same team. Chip Kelly wanted both of them because they played the spread offense.
But anyway, going back to, but I'm saying, but they didn't have the offensive line like they do that the Eagles have now.
Sorry, I missed it by a year.
Okay, you're wrong. But anyway, and thank you. And but Dallas at the time of DeMarco playing there had a great offensive line, and they did.
He
And
did well at Tennessee though. He went to Tennessee after
That was after the
Philly.
Eagles. He did better. At
He did. Yeah, he did
Tennessee.
1,300 yards
Yeah.
there, and then he kind of retired after that.
He had a bad injury, I think. Something got hurt or whatever.
Which Tristan, my friend,
Now he's
Dallas
recruiting
Cowboys
like a
fan,
son of a bitch.
as if we all have them. He told me that too. I was like, I can't believe you guys are getting rid of DeMarco Murray. He's like, he's toast. He won't do shit after this. Now he's just like, really? And he was like, yeah, he's done.
Well, it was.
And he really was.
It was a money grab, and I think that's when the NFL looked then and went, yeah, we're not paying running backs anymore.
It's 2015 though.
Still though, running back wages.
Well, I'm saying like time. When did they get Ezekiel and Dak?
What's his face?
Around that time, probably.
Oh no, Dak was 09, 010 when he went to the. Because I want to say 08 to 09 was he at Mississippi State, so that's going to be around when he and Zeke was after Dak, I think, because he was Ohio State.
Yeah, he won in 2014.
Was it that late?
Yeah.
Damn, is he that yet? Well, that's not
young.
That's not for a running back.
No.
Well, and is he signed?
You keep talking about the running backs. They're the only player on the team.
Who?
I mean, the linemen. But I'm saying they
takes a hit every time.
They get hit hard because they come from in the backfield and they always pick up a linebacker or something, a corner.
Sure, because some of them linemen,
or
and
they're
no
running
disrespect to linemen, but some of them are.
They just kind of lay on each other.
Some of them are hit every time. I agree with that.
Hey, where you going? You got to do your trivia.
Yeah, we're waiting. No, I got a lot more. I'm just kidding. No, I want to talk about that because that's been big, and with Saquon Barkley's kind of brought that up, and the money, and then you look at the quarterbacks, the money they're getting guaranteed. I mean, and then just Josh Herbert signed last
he did.
week.
Yeah.
He's now the highest
huge contract
by
for a guy.
$500,000.
Huge contract for a guy that's about to lose his coach. That's what you and I are both banking on.
I would agree.
Well, because Kellen Moore's his offensive coordinator now, and remember what Kellen Moore did in Dallas? Very little. He was a face.
Well, let's see if he does better with him than he did with Dak. Right?
Do you think that what's his nuts is going to give him more leeway to?
Herbert is a better quarterback than Dak.
Way better.
No. I'm talking about.
I wouldn't say way yet because I don't think. I think.
Do you think the head coach is going to give?
If you point at your head and say you think Dak's smarter.
I didn't say that.
Okay, you point at your head.
Do you think Kellen Moore is going to have more liberty with the offense? Do you think he's going to be play calling?
Yeah, he will be. Staley's going to try to. He's a defensive guy, I think.
Okay. Well, that's what because he didn't get to do that because McCarthy was like, I've got to do this. It's all on me.
Oh, I don't. I mean, yeah, I would agree with that.
I need more hot dogs.
But I mean, they play. I think actually the person that's going to struggle with the Cowboys is Dak. Is more and more this year. Because I think they're going to bring that back to be
who's Jet Howard?
I have no idea who Jet Howard is.
I don't either.
But anyway,
apparently Jet Howard.
So when you talk about Herbert, you talk about Herbert and Dak.
Jet Howard's going to be a top player.
Howard, top player.
I know who Jet Howard is.
Jets.
Anyway, I'm not saying I don't think Dak is stupid. I just think he's.
Game management.
We already went over
Did
this.
you?
Yeah.
I think he panics.
Yeah, he does. During the headlights.
That's not stupid.
It's him and Kirk.
That's just he can't
Kirk
play.
Cousins cannot play the big game.
Same exact thing. I'll
either.
repeat this again. When Dak and Kirk go up against a team that are 3-10, they go in there like, this is going to be totally easy, totally fine. And they beat the shit out of them.
Probably the pressure.
And then they come up on a team that's 10-3, or if it's a playoff game, and for Kirk it's a Monday game.
Never heard of her.
You're using that way too much.
They can't handle the pressure.
They go into a game that's a 10-3 game, a 10-3 team,
Monday
and
night
it's like the stress. They get on Twitter and they look at like, oh,
the women
Dak's
building a
gonna
table.
crack again. Kirk's gonna
done.
fall apart again. It's like that's what they do. It's like they sit there and they read what people say about them, and they go into the game and then they fucking shake and fall apart.
They
are terrible when
deal.
it comes to.
There's a
But in good when they need to be good.
It's mental
Proving
fortitude. I'm
themselves.
not saying they're dumb,
but
they don't have it right here to take the pressure of all the text, the tweets, everything that's going on.
I think they know every play, and but you're right. I think they panic.
I'll tell you who
But
does
also,
well at that. You know who
they
does
get in
well
their own
at that?
head. They get in their own head.
Fucking Josh does good at that. That's one thing I will give that guy credit for.
Joe Burrow?
Josh Allen.
Oh, I thought
he does very well about that. He goes against a lot of tough teams. He goes against the Chiefs or the fucking Bengals once in the playoffs every year, and he goes in there and he does.
You kind of shit on Josh Allen a little bit.
Oh, I do. Yeah, no, I think he's ass. But I'm just saying, like, what I'm saying is, like, when he goes against those teams, he doesn't give a shit about
pretty
anything.
eyes.
He doesn't give a shit about what I'm saying or anyone's saying.
I think Mahomes is a little bit the same way.
Mahomes
is
way
yeah,
more.
because
when
you
you got
look
two rings,
at his brother and his wife.
You got what?
That's when you got
It
two
doesn't
rings.
matter with
But
the
you
two
had to
rings.
get there.
It's kind of like an actor who
Mahomes
has an
with
Oscar.
your wife and your
I mean, it
brother,
makes it
yeah,
easy
you got to
to
get
act.
there.
Okay, here's the deal.
Your
Here's the
brother's
deal.
a rapist,
Cousins, Prescott,
allegedly.
You talk down about them and post all this
But hold
shit,
on, I wanna-
it gets in their mind.
Yeah, but
you talk about Mahomes, he's
They
like,
see the
fuck you, I'm
critics and
coming
it
out and
fucks
I'm
him.
winning this game in spite of you.
But I also want to talk about their teams. But I want to talk about those teams, though, is both the teams you just described, Cousins team and Dak Prescott, they've really only got one wide receiver to go to, and they depend on the running back. So when you get to the passing game,
They don't have a running
if that Cook and Zeke
Vikings don't
and
have
Pollard
a-
was
yeah, but
good.
I'm saying
This is
Vikings-
last year, not this year. That's what they
Well,
focus
you
they
need to
on.
just got
specify.
cooked this year.
Huh?
They just got cooked this year.
Who?
Oh, you're talking about Dalvin Cook. I was talking about Cooks for. Sorry.
No,
you were talking about receivers.
So
still.
no, but they're
Can you
all
come
running
back to
that.
us?
Yeah, they're all running that.
Come
But
back
I'm
to
saying
us.
is the focus that it's not that they. I don't think they read progressions well. I think that was Landry Jones's worst aspect as a quarterback.
Ooh, NFL wise?
Just anywhere.
That guy played NFL.
Yeah,
Fields?
Yeah, he
Oh,
was backup forever.
Yeah,
but
he-
I'm saying you
before
gotta read
Mason
the
Rudolph
progressions.
came in
I
and
think
usurped
with
him.
the quarterbacks that don't read progressions well and panic, you have the panic word right, but they have no one else to throw it to. There's Mahomes. He's got better legs than
He can find
Cousins and
somebody.
Dak. I mean,
But he can
they
find
tell
somebody.
Dak not to run. I promise you that. I really think that's
Another reason,
Well, have you-
another
And I
person.
don't think it's run. I think it's elusiveness.
I want to see
don't
what
know
you
if
guys
that's the
think
right
about
word,
this
but-
real quick.
Slipperiness.
Goff, another thing. He's like that. He doesn't really stress. He doesn't give a shit. He just goes up and plays whoever
Well,
it
he
is.
didn't when he was in L.A.
Well, you can
And he-
watch.
I know
you
that's
can
what I'm
watch
saying.
the
He went to a
quarterback.
Super Bowl.
That's
I
why I
mean,
was
he does
surprised
well.
that they
That
traded
guy,
him for Stafford.
plays for the Lions. He's down every
think-
week.
I
You
think
are
Goff
the
could've
bottom
won-
of the
Goff could've
barrel
won
every
that
week.
Super
You
Bowl
are
with
the
the same
Lions, and he does very well.
It took him to one.
He-
But you,
No, but
you,
Goff
you,
could've
you really
won.
would
Goff-
take Goff
yeah.
over Stafford? Healthy.
Yes.
Both healthy?
Yes.
No,
I'd
I'd
take
take
Goff.
Stafford.
No,
Stafford
yeah.
over Hill.
Stafford had
I said
Megatron.
healthy. Healthy.
Oh, got you.
He did win a Super
It's
Bowl.
very difficult. They're very alike.
Stafford, yeah. Well, but Stafford was.
What's Lions made out like bandits on that trade? But
Oh, fuck yeah, they did.
Yeah.
It's huge.
Yeah.
And they saved money.
All right, we're almost.
Even though Goff was one of the highest
hours.
paid.
trivia, real quick.
No, Goff was one of the highest paid quarterbacks at the time when they took him.
He really was.
They had to eat that.
He really
They
was.
eat that salary.
All right.
Then
Ate
it
the
just got
shit out of it.
stupid. Yes.
All right, let's go to the.
We're
trivia.
144.
Okay, trivia, real quick. There's only one team in the entire NFL that has not had a quarterback that's got 4,000 yards. Obviously, passing.
Wait, now does this include?
No, it's just modern.
Well,
What about
but-
teams that move though?
Yeah,
That you're gonna
yeah,
have.
yeah.
that's
That's
fine.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying. That's what
Yeah,
I'm
there's
saying.
no team yet. It's just one team that hasn't. Yeah.
So like,
So did they
Houston-
move from one city to the next? I was thinking the Titans.
I mean, you get
Houston,
Houston
yeah,
that
you-
has- I was like, Titans had shit.
Yeah, it was
That
goddamn
was-
Titans.
But
It was
Houston did.
terrible
Warren
quarterback.
Moon's like, woo, woo, woo.
Yeah, Warren Moon was the
No,
original.
so the team was the
run and
original.
shoot.
Yeah, it counts the original.
I'm gonna go Pittsburgh. Let me think
No.
about that a minute.
No.
Ben
Jacksonville.
Roethlisberger, that might be the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life.
4,000, really? He did?
Jacksonville.
Is it 4,000? What's the
Ben
yardage?
probably hit 5. I mean, like once
What's
or
the
twice.
yardage? Is it
4,000.
4,000?
This
Ja-
team has
Jackson.
never had a quarterback
Jacksonville.
that has hit 4,000.
It could be Jacksonville.
And then next to that, there's one team that's only had one.
That would be Seattle.
I would agree with the Seattle.
Actually, on the second thing, on the 1-1 or whatever, I don't know. Forget that I even said that. There could be other teams that had one. But I know that there's only
If
one
it
How
had
about
been-
Washington Redskins?
that's never had a 4,000 or whatever.
I think it's the only one. I think they had Doug.
That never had 4. It's,
Doug
it's,
Williams?
They only had
it's,
one.
it's the Bears.
What
they
about
had
the one?
The
No,
Bears. They've
what-
never had
what
a
about the
quarterback that's
one?
got over 4,000.
What? Jay
What
Cutler
about the
did?
one?
No.
What about the one?
It was Joe
Washington?
Namath at the Jets.
He was the only one that's ever.
Wow.
Interesting.
I thought Cutler threw all those thousands of yards.
Thousand.
He was the
But
best.
when you get sacked,
It's so funny. Justin Fields came out and he's like, "I'm the one that's going to break that record." We're like, "Right."
He's the best. He's
He
the
came out
best
and said he
garbage
was gonna
time
break that
quarterback.
record.
Jay Cutler.
Hold on.
Jay Cutler was the
Do
best
math
garbage
on
time
that.
quarterback. If you were down by,
I thought it was Rex.
if you were down by 3 touchdowns, he could get you to
like
within
200
one
in a game.
touchdown.
Did you figure it out?
No, I mean,
And
I'm
the
just
time
going
to
off
run
what
it.
you said last time, off the 3,000. I kind of just did a little more.
235 a game.
230.
Oh yeah.
Who?
Fucking. I'm telling you, I think fucking Fields got it this year.
Oh God. I hate you.
Yeah, Bears never had a 4,000. I was hoping that trivia. I was thinking you might just know that, but okay. The next two I got two.
But
They're
no,
kind of
but
multi-
I figured Cutler blew all
these
that
are
out.
really easy.
I would have thought Cutler might have.
Yeah. I
Do you
thought-
know the longest
Garbage
losing
time.
streak in the NFL?
Detroit
Buccaneers.
Lions.
Buccaneers.
Who'd you say?
Detroit Lions.
Yeah.
They went like 0-16 like twice.
It's. I mean, this could be multi seasons going losing.
Oh,
It's
still
Buccaneers.
Detroit Lions.
Buccaneers.
It's the Buccaneers.
Really?
It's 26 losses.
They opened their first season and
Oh,
lost
yeah.
and kept losing.
Yeah.
Who was your
The
quarterback?
Browns were fucking close.
Hey, Spurrier.
I was going to
Steve
I almost
Spurrier.
said
The Browns were close
I
before
almost
Baker
said the
when they kept going.
Browns.
Because remember
Who
they lost
was-
all.
They-
Got
16
Baker,
and
and then
15.
they kept losing.
They were 16
Who was your
and 0
number?
and then,
Who was your number one draft?
I think it was Spurrier. Oh no, Leroy Selman. From,
Yeah.
yes, yeah.
Longest-
Poor guy. Poor guy got stuck in a
Spurrier
shit
was our
team.
quarterback.
Yeah, Spurrier
He
was
was
quarterback.
longest winning streak.
Bears.
It's the Dolphins. They're the only ones who went. Oh no, because you can go multiple seasons.
Multiple seasons.
Bears. It was the fucking Patriots.
Yeah, I'll go. Patriots.
I would go Patriots.
Well, hold on.
Patriots.
Yeah, it was the Patriots.
Yeah, no, 4. They finished the season like 15-0, won the Super Bowl, came in 0-5, and they won the first
5 or 6.
Yeah.
15-0, lost, and then
Yeah.
went. Yeah.
No. They wouldn't have been able to lose. That year before they won from like week 8.
That's what I'm
clear
saying.
out.
That's what I'm saying.
It was
Yeah.
15 games, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they
15.
came into the next season, won 6.
Yeah.
That's all I got for this week. Sorry, folks.
Cool.
That 4,000 one,
That
I'm
was-
surprised you guys
that was
didn't know that
actually-
one, though.
That's pretty
Well,
good.
because
on
I thought Cutler blew that away with old.
Well, it's
fucking-
hard because I look at
his
his
arm.
online or whatever, and the shit that they give you is so monumental.
So Joe Namath actually.
I
Really,
got
hold
one more
on.
for
Joe
you.
Namath actually really threw for 4,000 yards that long ago.
Yeah. Real quick, though. This
Well,
quarterback.
look at the season. Look at their quarterbacks they've had.
That's
This is
a
a
lot
fun
for
fact.
that long
This is a
ago.
fun fact.
Okay.
I heard this today, but I just think it's
Name
interesting.
the quarterbacks that have played
This
in New Jersey.
quarterback's first pass was to himself. He was also his first reception.
Oh shit!
What
yeah.
is that?
Yeah, he's his first pass touchdown and first reception touchdown.
Was it Terry Bradshaw?
I don't think it was Bradshaw.
No.
His 5.
Favre. I was going to say.
Bounce off
I
the
thought-
defender. He
Now,
caught
was
it.
that in
Yeah,
Atlanta?
he caught it. Yes.
Ran it in.
Yes.
Was that
His
in
first
Atlanta
one.
or was that in?
He never
Green
threw a
Bay?
touchdown there. He threw
It was
one
the Packers.
interception. They got rid of
Yeah,
him.
but he played preseason there.
He never.
But then he was traded.
Yeah, he threw a pick and they got rid of him.
I
immediately.
do have his Atlanta Falcons card.
That's interesting. That's actually pretty cool.
I have it.
I had one too.
So I have the Brett Favre.
Is that worth something?
I don't think so.
4,007 yards and 67. That's pretty impressive. 491.
Was that when they won the
passes.
Super Bowl?
400 and
Every stat that I do is mostly going to be like
Man.
NFL, NBA. But
Was that when he won the Super
I'm not
Bowl?
going to do anything previous
I don't
to
know.
65.
So
It's fucking
yeah.
stupid.
well, thanks.
So
And
I
my
actually.
bullshit.
I mean,
no,
most
so-
things are going to be like 90 plus.
so
to
I-
be
Why
honest
don't you
with
just don't do anything past 80?
Yeah, that's-
Hey, why are you going,
Well, I mean, my last
do
time you
is
were
get
like
paid to do now.
75, $76. They went 26
Well, I got
losses.
that one. I knew that because
So-
that's my team.
I
So
didn't see that you
have,
would know
hold on,
that.
I have the
Man, those
Atlanta
Browns got
Falcons.
close, though.
I have the Brett Favre Atlanta Falcons
Yeah, they went
card.
0 16,
And then I
went
have
0
the
like 10.
Atlanta Falcons Brett Favre traded to the Packers card. They made 2 cards that season because he was traded in preseason when they released the pro
Did
set.
Larry buy those for you?
No,
Are you for sure it wasn't
I
preseason?
possibly stole it from Mr. Wilson.
You
Possibly.
sure about that?
Yeah, there's 2
You
cards.
sure about that?
He was traded.
88, 89? Oh, it's not. Oh, God. What was
91.
It? Is it that late?
Yeah,
He was traded from
It's like
Falcons
91,
to the
92.
Packers.
he was traded in preseason.
Yeah.
That's why I have the
Yes,
card.
it was.
Yeah,
Because I want to say, was Glanville the coach at
Jerry
the,
Glanville was a coach in.
Does that be 91 then, wouldn't it?
Yep.
90, 91, something like that, yeah.
Jerry Glanville was
The
a
run and
coach.
shoot, baby. Bobby Hebert.
He had brought it over.
Ebert.
He had brought it over. Couldn't bring Buddy Ryan with him because Buddy Ryan
Oilers.
punched out his
yeah. Well, that was before.
his head coach.
That was
That was in Houston.
Oh, was it? They were together.
Mhm.
Then Buddy Ryan went to the Cardinals.
Mm-hmm. Because Buddy
They were
Ryan left the
interesting.
Bears. Buddy Ryan left the Bears, went to the Eagles,
Yeah, yeah.
and then when he didn't pan out there, instead of going back with Ditka, he ended up with
He
Glanville.
was the obvious, and his sons are the same, the Ryan brothers. You know, because at one time in '95
Rex
or '96, Rex and Rob Ryan were at OU and OSU at the same year,
Yeah,
and
this is strange, very strange
Yeah.
that they'd end up there.
but they were the antithesis. Is that what the right word of
Antithesis?
coordinators, better coordinators and coaches?
Yeah, really, they really were.
They were.
But hey, you know,
His dad was too.
But no, hold on. But Rex did have a better record in New Jersey or
the Jets, yeah.
at the Jets than a lot of other
Hey,
coaches at
oh,
the
he
time.
played Mark Sanchez.
I hate to
You know,
say, I hate to say it, but he did.
I mean, he did take Mark Sanchez to the AFC Championship game.
Oh, butt fumbles.
Yeah.
The only guy
That was-
he
yeah.
butt fumbled in
And
like
that
5
guy
games.
was probably
The worst
I
quarterback.
mean, I might take Tannehill over. I would take Tannehill over
I would
him.
too.
Yeah.
I would
I'd
too.
take Ryan Leaf.
You know, that's an
Tannehill
interesting
over who?
stat. What's the worst quarterback that's ever made a championship game?
I would
in the
take
NFL?
I would take Ryan Leaf over.
I would probably
Yeah, but he
take.
never
How
takes-
was your Buccaneers that went to
Brad
the-
Johnson?
Yeah,
Brad Johnson is better than Mark Sanchez. And Tannehill is better.
Yeah.
Mark Sanchez didn't go to.
Yeah, he did.
AFC Championship?
Yes, he
He didn't go to
did.
Super Bowl. I thought you said Super Bowl.
No, just
No,
AFC
it's
Championship.
Oh, just championship. Yeah.
Just an
That's
NFC or
good.
AFC
Just do
championship.
the fucking Super
Oh,
Bowl.
Super Bowl?
Yeah, who's the worst to go to a Super Bowl?
Dilfer, Brad Johnson,
I'm gonna
Joe
say,
Flacco.
yeah.
Who was
not
the
who got paid.
Seahawks? Seahawks in
I
05.
would go Dilfer.
Who
I
took
liked
the-
Hasselbeck.
That was
that was
Hasselbeck.
Vic or
Mac
what?
no, Matt
Hasselbeck.
Hasselbeck for the
Okay.
Seahawks. Yeah, Vic. Matt Hasselbeck.
Yeah, you're
He's
right.
bald. Mike Holmgren
All
here.
right, are we gonna say our goodbyes? We're at almost 2 hours.
Oh Jesus,
I
was
don't
it
know
an
how we ended up
interesting
here.
episode? But anyway,
No, it's
I
mostly
don't
you
know how we
screaming
ended up
for
here.
about 40
Well, there was a
minutes.
lot of arguing in the middle.
well, I'll have a.
I don't think
I
there was
can't-
that much arguing. It's
No,
just
I
Kitty yelling at
I
everybody.
cannot wait till we break down the NFC East.
Ah!
So what's next week? Not quite the NFC East.
No,
it's going to be.
we're gonna
it's going to be the
West.
The
We're
West.
doing the
next
West.
week.
West.
ACC in the West.
ACC in the West next week. We'll preview it. Thank you everyone for.
We're not
joining.
we're not gonna do the Pac-12. We don't even know it's still a conference.
Yeah, can we even do the Pac-12? I mean,
I don't know.
Still
It's
even
dissolving.
exist.
We'd just be wasting our time.
All right, see y'all next week. Thanks for joining us. Bye.
All right,
See you guys.
everybody say I don't know. Hold on, I don't know what screen I'm going to.